We're the Mario Brothers, and plumbing's a game. We're not like the others who get all the fame. If your sink is in trouble, you can call us on the double. We're faster than the others, you'll be hooked on the brother.
I'm gonna knock these stickers off.
All right, people. Woo-hoo. Let it go. We live for episode number 51 of the Heroes No Capes podcast. People, what up? How y'all doing? You were supposed to play it. All right, man.
I was waiting for your intro of your name.
Sir. I feel you.
Your names. Go start from the beginning, man.
I feel you. No, we're just going. All right. Stuff happens, okay, in the beginning, but we having fun, okay? I am the abomination, known as AJ. There we go. You should have had a that would have been cool.
Next time. I'll do it next time. Okay.
We can't keep this Mario shit going. All right, but I'm joined by my mans, my homies, my co-host, Mr. Left Eye Ego. How you doing, sir?
What's going on, guys?
Feel allowed the outfits. Thank you.
Sir.
And you can sag your pants, Canola Sasquatch. I approve. Oh man, I'm looking at the chat. John got you already, bro. He said check
it's
your
going
DMs.
off already.
Dang.
Oh man.
dude. Y'all, Ego wanted to dress up.
Not less than 10 minutes in. Go ahead.
I'm gonna keep. Yeah, no, I blame Ego for all the dumb shit that happened. So this man wanted to dress up, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it, let's do it. Let's have fun. Let's commit to the bit. Super no capes bros. We gotta have somebody else instead of for Toad. Who's Toad? John, you should be Toad.
John should be Toad.
John, make yourself Toad. Who's Peach? We don't have a Peach. We keep Peach.
We don't. We'll work on that. Peach,
okay.
Peaches.
Stop. All right, y'all.
Oh, lighten up.
Okay. As far as the man, I'm excited to talk about Mario, but we got some other topics to talk about. Do you have those pulled up, Ego? Or do I need to go on and do what I'm doing now?
Well, I mean, the first one, let me see if I can find it actually on here. I sent it to you.
Okay.
And
so
I know where it is. I just gotta get to it. That's all.
Okay. So why we looking for that, man? How you been, man? How you been feeling leading up to the stream?
Doing pretty good, actually. It's been a lot of fun. The Shiro got a new promotion, so that's kicking in. So she's excited about that. It finally stopped raining around here, so now we can put out patio furniture. So pretty excited about that, you know.
Gotcha. I've been good, man. I've been good. I'm all over the place, but got a lot of art projects to get out, man. Some stuff's looking great. Some fun stuff to work on for us and others. So that's dope. Been reading not necessarily a lot of comics lately, but I've been buying some books and really invested in reading. Like I said, I'm all over the place, man. I got to kind of just focus and sit down with one thing. But I got a lot of stuff to get into. So I feel that I got to do a lot of reviewing of this stuff. So trying to move in That's definitely a reason why I haven't been really making as many videos as much. Cause I'm like, bro, all right.
Y'all work you got doing, man. Yeah, work you
Yeah,
doing.
yeah. And I want to review something, man. I want to review something as opposed
Okay.
to just anyway, figuring all that out, man. But good stuff to come, man. Beautiful things to happen. There you
Yeah.
go, man. You pulled it up. There you go. Handle that.
Yeah.
Control that,
You want
sir.
want me to go and read?
Yeah, I don't want to
I got
read.
facts on top of the reading. You don't want to read
Well,
today. Okay. Not reading
we
day.
haven't
Go ahead.
addressed. Yeah, we haven't
Go
addressed the
ahead.
chat.
Go ahead, sir. Go right ahead. Go ahead and just
But
chat.
yeah,
Go ahead.
you got the first one.
Okay.
Hail the Lord, best mod in the game, doing the damn thing. Hoping you seen the
Mhm.
recent movie adaptation of a video game. Ooh. All right, Jacob Ironside. Hey, y'all, can't stay. Have a good one. This man probably gone. Appreciate you being here, being one of those numbers. Hello, have a great show. I'll be listening, chat, with the wrench, doing man shit. I got you, Steven. Italian representation. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. This was a Japanese made Italian man. Can you really claim that?
Jet Battalion, yes.
What the fuck? Kaylin Wilkinson. There you go. There you go. What up, Angry
Yeah.
Canadian? Flaccid Phoenix. What you got to say, man? Oh, no, what? You trying to hop on the stream? You got to come in some toad get up. Ah, well, no fake. Put a little egg on your Phoenix. Little toad hat. Nagger Noel. Hell, AJ Ego in chat. Nice get up. Appreciate you. Sean. I'm 18% Italian. Okay, so he's saying he can rock the outfit. I could be Peach. No, stop it. You need a real woman. This is appropriation of my people. Kayla, you'll make a good Peter Pan, man. I don't know in what, but hey, you could be a great public domain Peter Pan. This is appropriation of my people. What's up, Shiro? Okay, going through. Static. Status saying hi, leaving. I appreciate you. Looks like spoilers are coming, and I'm going to see Mario in 2 hours.
We're gonna try to be as spoiler free as possible.
Yeah, man.
We
I
know
can
not everyone's seen it yet.
talking in spoilers, but I will make sure to not go into detail. Um, I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts. Okay? And I won't spoil it.
That's fair.
Everybody going to see it. See y'all. That's why we can't be we can't go as into this stream on this topic as we want to, because it's new. A lot of people haven't seen it yet. And we want to respect that. You know, we want to
Yeah.
respect that.
If
But
you're looking forward to something, we won't spoil it for you.
man, anybody trying to do a spoiler stream, I'm putting out my review. I'm gonna get that done by tomorrow. So anybody trying to have a spoiler stream on that, I'm ready. I can't wait to buy an art book for. I've been buying a lot of those recently, so I've been on the lookout for one of those. The Art of the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I'm copping that. All right, man.
I dig it.
Then the Asian kid they cast, yeah, throw some red dye in your
That's
head.
fair.
You Peter Pan. All right, man. You can read your article.
All right, here we go. All right. All right, so it's from the direct with Deadpool 3. Ryan Reynolds brings on She-Hulk writer for a sequel. An Emmy Award-winning writer who worked on She-Hulk Attorney at Law has joined the writing team for Deadpool 3. The Ryan Reynolds starring and produced Deadpool 3 has already had one writer shakeup on the road to release, having originally recruited Bob's Burgers writers Wendy Molyneux and Lizzie Molyneux Logan to pen the script. The pair would have replaced the writers of the first two movies, Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, who were eventually reinstated in place of Bob Burger's writers. So basically, they're saying the guys that wrote the original first and second Deadpool are back to write Deadpool 3, and now they've added on an additional writer. So, according to Deadline, writer Zeb Wells has been recruited by Ryan Reynolds and Marvel Studios to join franchise mainstays Paul Wernick and Rhett Reese on the script for Deadpool 3. Wells has already written for the MCU before as a co-writer on She-Hulk Attorney at Law, working only on Episode 7, The Retreat. He will also now be involved with 2023's The Marvels and serve as head writer on Marvel Zombies. The writer holds an Emmy for his work on Robot Chicken and has plenty of history with Marvel as a comic writer for characters such as Spider-Man and the X-Men. We can see this real quick here. Marvel Studios is loving Zeb Wells right now. Between She-Hulk and Deadpool 3, Zeb Wells will now have worked on two of the MCU's fourth wall-breaking projects. Wells' episode The Retreat is one of the highest rates episodes of the season and received a fairly positive response from fans at the time as it marked an uptick in quality after a few shaky episodes. All right, I'm going to just stop it and kill it right there. Sir, what are your immediate thoughts before I go into my notes as well?
Oh man. So I gotta warn people of what I was blinded to going into the Mario movie. Not there yet.
Don't do
But
that.
he said don't do that. But yeah, man, just somebody said that She-Hulk was the bottom of the barrel. Kaylin Wilkinson said that. She-Hulk, I don't know what we said, Retreat. That
The Retreat
episode.
episode. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I barely remember this shit's getting pushed out of my head, but I mean she was there because she had car trouble. She-Hulk could have carried that damn car like this right here and then jumped her ass or swam back to wherever she needed to go. So I don't care for that. That I can't say that episode was more terrible than any other episode in She-Hulk. And with this, y'all know what that was about. The demon, the monster in the room, the villain of She-Hulk was Chad dudes with their opinions on the internet. And I've said Deadpool 3 with Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is supposed to be the most toxic fucking man movie ever to be. And to see that this person coming from She-Hulk is going over there, I'm not necessarily saying it means automatically terrible, okay, but it is just a sign that
Quality,
this is an example of the quality, yes, of writer that's going into this movie. And then a lot of people are saying like, well, Ryan Reynolds is like producing it, he's over, he has say so, whatever. I don't know how invested a lot of these people really are when it comes to source material or what's really respecting the character or who came before. So as long as the right people can slide it over to them, like polish it up, say this is the best move to make in the movie, then they'll be like, okay, cool, here's the money to do it. So that's all I got on that. But yeah, I don't like Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool is pretty amazing. So I wasn't really ever psyched about that.
Okay. All right. So I'll just give you some more background on the guy that they got joining this writing team, Zeb Wells. So essentially, he wrote for Robot Chicken for like 10 years. So it's like 81 episodes, right? Then he wrote Super Mansion from 2015 to 2019, which was 43 episodes. Never saw that. Basically, he had no projects from 2019 until She-Hulk. And I checked it for comic books too. So like he started in 2005 or 2006 with writing for, I think he did year one of Spider-Man Doc Ock and a few other characters, but nothing really major. And again, there's a 3-year gap between his last project, Supermansion, and She-Hulk in 2022. So his only 2022 episode credit that we saw was for episode 7 of She-Hulk. And the thing that I saw is this dude mostly does claymation. So like Supermansion and Robot Chicken stop claymation. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he doesn't do anything live action at all. So unless there's they turn into clay at some point and there's a scene where he has to write jokes for them being in claymation state, he really doesn't have any business being on as a writer. And even then, we talked about episode 7 being heavy dialogue as hell. If there was no action in that episode, right?
I don't recall. So it was them sitting around talking.
Right, they just sit around and talk. It was just dialogue. That was it. There was actually no fighting. So you're telling me that in a movie that's featuring two of the most violent, heavy MCU characters, we're gonna get someone that just writes dialogue. What dialogue do we need?
Yeah, they can't have multiple writers on this project, though, right?
Well, yeah, the original two guys, the two guys that wrote the first two, are in this one, and that's the only saving grace is the fact that they didn't get the Bob's Burgers chicks and then this guy. So that's what I'm saying is the fact that if he's here, it's probably for one specific scene to give him a writer's credit, and that's it, because he's writing for the Marvels now too, and another MCU project. Like, how are you going to get any you get your dialogue heavy. You don't really do work with action scenes or any decent directing. So why are you here?
Yeah, I don't know. So hearing stuff like that again, it makes me. He's one person in this job, but so it makes me
Mhm.
feel like, okay, what would they need that's dialogue heavy? What looks like that episode of She-Hulk in a Deadpool story, with Wolverine.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, I don't know. Um, Remember the New Blade 2 action scenes? Yeah, I was looking
Yeah,
forward to
that one
Deadpool
was
3.
dumb. Nope.
Can't wait for the Marvels. You're not gonna get that. Yeah, man. I don't have much to say. We was trying to squeeze as much out of these first two so we can hurry up get to the Mario. But this is not enough for me to like really have an opinion on Deadpool 3 or even what direction does it take. I mean, it does present more questions for me because with Wolverine, so we're introducing a mutant. We've introduced mutants so far. But it's like we're trying to put puzzles, and I think you've made this analogy, but like put puzzle pieces together. Now you said it with DC, but it's kind of like with Marvel, where the
Yeah.
fuck are they trying to go? Because it's go with the flow, making it up as they go. They're trying to adapt the newer shit, but
I mean,
they're all over the place.
it does help that Ryan Reynolds is a producer, so he
Hmm.
does have at least some say in it. However, for the last movie that they're going to put out with a lot of money thrown at you, who knows what he's willing to let go of the character in all the name of getting that money that he was promised through Marvel. So we'll see. I mean, I think people are gonna watch and consume mindlessly. It's just for me. I don't know why I want to see this one. Like I didn't even like Deadpool 2. I hated that movie.
Yeah, I think Deadpool 1 was
The closest adaptation you could get for me.
it was fine. I'm disappointed with the whole the end where he collects all the guns and then he just leaves them in the
Leaves him
fucking
at
car.
home. Yeah, that's true.
I hated
That's
that shit. And I'm like, you know what? You have to, I would say with Deadpool, you have to give a nice balance. And for the most part, the movie was entertaining. There was a lot of action. Um, but it's like I think when it was time to actually bring it, you did it. When we could have
yeah.
seen a whole lot of gunplay, a lot of over the top shit happening if he would have had all those guns that you just made me watch him fucking collect. But you forsake that all for the fucking gag of shit. All right, anyway, but the second one, it falls on me. I don't quite remember that. Zazie Beetz is hot. I understand race swap domino. I'm just gonna say she was hot.
No, sir. Don't do that. She
No.
could have been Monica Rambeau easily. She should have been Monica Rambeau
Oh, I
because
feel you.
her skin is bone white in the comics. So there's if you're making her black on purpose and then saying it's vitiligo, it's kind of like making light of people that actually got vitiligo.
I didn't approve of the race swap. I'm
Okay,
just saying
all
she
right,
hot.
all right.
I'm saying she was something nice to look at while enduring the movie. And I do think her character was handled well. Or
Domino,
the luck power. I'm gonna say that shit was cool.
I guess, but it's like if you're this lucky, why are you trying to mix it up with a bunch? Why are you slumming it right now?
That's the
See what I'm
fun
saying?
in it. Can't shit go wrong.
No, it's like if you're that lucky and you're that, I guess, confident about it, why are you slumming it with us in the back of a food truck to get into our little crew? See what I'm saying? Like you would have
What
no
up,
reason for
Snow
being
Dub?
there. That's so
Uh,
dumb.
Her reason is nothing but good shit can happen to her. So why not?
Yeah, I guess. I guess.
What you doing, bro? Why you take that off?
Gotta
It's not.
adjust it.
No, it's not
The
real
show was
anymore.
no, what you call that? Must have been fogging up my glasses, bro.
No, Black Mario. I'm Black Luigi. So if you take out the mustache, it's no longer real.
It's back on. It was a glitch
Do you ever
in the
see Snow
Matrix.
Dub? Do you ever see Snow Dub reveal what's up his butt?
I'd rather he didn't, so no, and I appreciate it.
What's making him do the things that he do? No,
You know
you
what?
can't you
I don't
can't do
want.
that on screen, dude. Cut your mic off and do stuff. I mean the camera off and do stuff like that.
But then I wouldn't be able to see if I had it right on when I put it back on there. Just
You
let me
right.
have this. Let me have this.
You
Let
right.
me have this.
The illusion is destroyed.
Sir, this was my idea from the beginning. Don't be mad about going in on the illusion and then being mad when I try to adjust my mustache. Okay.
Because I'm believing it's real and you don't. But you got us doing this.
Exactly, sir. Play into it. Let's keep it going. Mind your business.
Hey. Okay, never mind. A very masculine hand. I feel you, but we don't see that, Snow Dub. Oh man. All right. Deadpool 3.
That's
I
pretty much.
would have liked to see a better Nightcrawler. I didn't watch the shit where Nightcrawler was in it, besides the Fox X-Men, but the recent ones, I didn't watch that. I need mutants, man. I'm contacting all my Italian friends. Cultural appropriation going on here. It's nuclear level. That's crazy, man. We're being racist as shit, and I don't even know it. Let it go. Fuck it, we here though. Can't shy away from it. I want to look, bro. We got to do Waluigi and Wario one time.
One day. All right, that's fine.
One
I will
day.
probably by the time part 2 comes out, because I'm pretty sure they've got to have that in there.
Okay. Anyway,
I said too much.
You said too much, but you ain't say nothing at all at the same time, which is again one of my disappointments with the movie.
Well, we move. Hold on, okay. Are we done with what we've got so far in there then?
Deadpool 3? Yeah, man, we know it's gonna be DOA.
Okay,
we know it's gonna be terrible. It's just like, goddamn, how terrible is it going to be? You've exceeded my expectations.
I'm gonna have to bring in Stuntman that day that we do that, because I don't know if I can watch it. So I'm just gonna bring him in and be like, yo, tell us if it's good or not and why I should go see it. Otherwise,
Deadpool 3?
I'm all the way out. Yeah.
You know I'm not.
I know. That's when we have to bring him on, because he does all the stunts we ain't gonna do. So
I don't know what you heard. You ain't trash over here, buddy boy. That's my black modernized Luigi. I'm still trying to find that voice. Holiday was perfect as Luigi, man.
Oh yeah.
The stash is creeping up your face.
It was. I got adjusted now.
He done got us party like gifts from a fucking what's them, like the possessed, like when the devil come to the shop or whatever. Those things. So now these things are gonna slowly become parts of us that we can't take off, and we're gonna become actual Black Mario, Black Luigi, or get sucked into like a video game or something. Because our data says we're the real characters. You dig it?
I'll do it. I'm all right with that. All right. So we're actually officially done with
Quit picking at it. Yeah, bro. Stop picking at it. I'm
trying to. I can't breathe. I gotta breathe in the air, go back up my glasses because the stash is in the way. So I gotta adjust it, Having this mustache isn't easy. It's a great responsibility,
I'm here catching up.
Right.
Catch up, Mike.
All right. So we're good on actually finishing out Deadpool?
Yeah.
Okay.
Heroes, no capes.
All right. Moving on. What do we got next, good sir?
Wahoo! Oh, this is your line.
No, it's all right. You feel it in you. The spirit of the Mario is overtaking you, sir. It's okay.
You want me to pull up the what's that boy name? The Jaime Reyes, the Blue Beetle trailer.
Yeah,
what's that boy name?
Go to different parts of it. We don't have to show the whole thing. Just pick parts of it that we saw.
All right, you did the article. Let me pull up the visuals, man.
All right.
Blue Beetle official trailer.
And we're just picking up different pictures, right?
Yeah.
He said we got slave stashes. Damn.
What that mean, bro? How we got slave stashes?
It's me. I'm not the free.
I am no. It's when you take this off, that's when you free. But when you put this on, it's no. Mustache on, you are free. But that's why you running. So while you running, when they run up in the house and we hiding, hiding in the house, you put the stash on. How dare you walk into my home? No, I'm not hiding that filth here. Oh shit. All right, Ray asked, if y'all had to pick a character from Super Mario to get the first spin-off movie, who do you pick? From Super Mario movies to get the first spin-off movie. That's pretty easy because there's only one other additional character, DK.
Yep.
It would make the most sense, but because not trying to go into the review yet, but because I don't think DK was the weakest part of this movie. So I'm not even going to blame Seth Rogen his performance as DK, but because I truly don't want to see more of Seth Rogen's DK, I don't want to see that spinoff. But logically speaking, as far as writing, as far as established story, that would make the most sense of whose story to see next.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, I actually would say the same thing, Donkey Kong, just because of he was the only other intriguing character that wasn't Mario or Luigi. And we will have our own discussion once we get to it about how we feel how we feel that Seth Rogen did as DK. But yeah, I could see him easily getting a spinoff. So I'll work on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then he
dude.
doesn't have work right now. Not necessarily. I mean, he got the Ninja Turtles thing, and I think he said he was working on something else. But I mean, that's an easy job for him. It's established. All he got to do is show up and talk.
Pretty much.
And he already said he
Produced
don't
it,
give a shit
so-
about making that voice. So he's showing up, talk, getting the check.
Mhm. Get this money, fam. Get this money.
All right. Let me pull that up.
Okay, Killer. That's actually pretty funny.
You like the plumbers in that Johnny Sins video my sister's watching? I don't know the reference.
You're not supposed to. Good. You should not reference. It's about the host family. You damn crazy.
Like Steve Harvey?
Or Steve Harvey, yeah.
No, because Seth Rogen sucked. Agreed. DK for sure. For me, they got me hyped for the Kong Kingdom. I got some thoughts on that. Black Louise. Zelda for sure. That would be amazing. We already got DK movie. Legends of the Crystal Coconut, y'all. Most base DK. I can't say I've seen that. Star Fox needs his own thing like yesterday. Agreed, Copa.
I can't wait. That's gonna be awesome.
But Star Fox needs to be done. I think I've said this before. I think you need a whole established world on Earth before you can have Star Fox introduced into the Nintendo universe. Angry, I missed that one. Yeah, I missed that one. All right, y'all. Tweet the stream if you like it here, you animals. Hey, appreciate y'all being here.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all. Yeah, Star Fox. Agreed, but I don't want them to rush it, Flaccid.
Did you just say Star Fox?
I did, but
okay. I was like, wait, what kind of movie is that?
Yeah, Star Fox. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
I think that would be the coolest one.
Okay.
Or the most action-packed one, most definitely. It depends. But they got to be done competently, man. And to rush for some outer space adventure when we got issues on Earth, it's too much. Too fast.
I can see that.
Okay, all right. What's this thing? Blue Beetle. Star Fox. Okay. You got thoughts.
So,
skip through.
Well, initial thoughts are this doesn't look like El Paso. Because that's originally where the character was supposed to be based in is El Paso. So I'm thinking they put it either in Miami or LA. Which I guess, but I mean, like El Paso kind of would have made it look more bleak and that he wants to actually get out instead of just saying I'd rather work, as we'll see, at this big company that's already in town. You know what I mean? So yeah, looks like Miami. I could probably give you that much.
I didn't even catch this in the beginning, but shit, it's more reason as to why I dislike what they're doing with this character. I love and hate at the same time. Keep going.
Why? What do you think? Why is that?
Oh, well, I was saying you can keep going, but I think they're trying to make him too much like MCU Spider-Man. And the fact that this happens, he gets his power by, like you said, this big mega corporation that's not Dusty Bland, El Paso, Texas, from what I've seen from Jaime Reyes. So the fact that he's in a big city, he gets his bug power out of this company, and it's kind of forced upon him, too much like Spider-Man. But because of Blue Beetle, it's too much like the MCU Spider-Man. Okay.
Not really. No, because it's like this. He actually has his family. So one thing I'm going to check for, because he has both his parents in the comics. I will tell you that right now. Both his parents are in the comics. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So if this movie, they make it a family affair out of the gate, and like the original, he goes missing for like a year before he tells his family. I think he's Blue Beetle, but it's like it was always been a family affair. I'm watching out for if George Lopez is his uncle instead of his father, and then I have problems.
Okay.
Bum shit to be like, that's probably Miami. Yeah. Okay.
Keep going.
All right. No, keep going. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So there you go. Here's the power from the big building. I think a lot of the wokeness that people are afraid of, which has already shown itself with Carlos Mencia's character, I think it's going to come a lot from this.
George Lopez.
Yeah, I said Mencia. Goddamn, George Lopez.
Wow, they all look alike, huh? Wow.
God damn.
Wow.
Hey, I don't know. Maybe there's some internalized racism. I get down with the Mexicans though, so the Hispanics. So I don't think there's no hate there, but I think a lot of it is going to come from this character right here. And this guy, he did it in a comedic way, to where they used that as the last line of the trailer. But yeah, I think she's gonna open her mouth a lot. But that's just on her character.
Okay. I really like this transitionary scene right here, especially when the scare was coming out of his back. Like, I really like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was really cool there with it actually melting and, you know.
Do I recall? Do I recall in a Spider-Man movie he was stuck to the ceiling?
I don't remember. I mean, I never saw him, so I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
You never saw a Spider-Man movie?
Wait, which one, in general or like?
I don't know. I know in general. I'm pretty sure I've seen
that scene's not in general, because if you're looking at, from what I can remember from Tobey Maguire's, he was just like on the side of a building, just trying to see if he could do it. It wasn't as if something overtook him and put him on the wall. And he knows what's going to happen.
Maybe it was Andrew Garfield, but I'm 99% sure I can find this scene in a goddamn Spider-Man movie. But I'm not trying to say that this movie borrows everything about it from some other movie. I've seen that, but I kind of agree. I don't think anything is wrong with that. If you can distance yourself enough to where it's not so easily caught that you like taken from something else. But
I mean, well, the thing is, like, everyone tried to show side by side comparisons, like, oh my god, it's just like when Mr. What's his name? Dr. Fate, but the other one. What is his name? I didn't even watch the second one they had. It was like the Multiverse of Madness. Whose character was that one?
Multiverse of Madness?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what his name was. The magic guy that was in Marvel.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, Doctor Strange. That one. I'm thinking the other Doctor. I was like Dr. Fate. Nope, it's Doctor Strange. Yeah, it was like, oh my god, when he cut the bus in half, it's just like when Doctor Strange did it. And then when he's on the ground, he's tapping the water. It's just like when Spider-Man did it. I'm like, yo, just enjoy the damn trailer, because it's like, well, certain things you have to kind of show how cool it is by putting in scenes like that. So like, move it along. Like, you're saying that it's borrowing from other things, but it's like, you're not saying it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we talking about here? Like, we splitting hairs? Are we at that point now? So keep going.
All right. Well, just similarities to Spider-Man, similarities to other movies, but I just feel like, man, DC just Oh, they reaching. They're just hoping they can with this.
Cool
Beautiful
suit.
suit.
Cool
Beautiful
suit.
suit.
Be a nice suit.
Mijo. I did have issues with the voice.
Of
Um,
the scarab.
the voice of the scarab, yeah, and I think Caitlin said it should have been like Young Justice. Yeah, it should have been like some. I'm not necessarily saying it had to have a male voice, but it had to have a voice that seemed like it was an actual fucking weapon from space that
True.
is a soldier, is meant to like kill, take out the opposition, get the planet ready for the Reach to fucking take over. I'm not getting that from this, and this was another similarity to MCU Spider-Man, where he has that person in his suit, his AI, and it has a pleasant woman's voice, and this does the exact fucking same thing.
Agreed. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apparently this was a reference to another movie. Sure. I think it. I'm not sensing. You remember Megan, that movie that just came out? I think you saw it. But when
Yeah.
the woman was trying to get from the trailer, the woman was trying to get the kid to like eat her vegetables or some shit, and Megan was like, "Fuck no, you ain't finna tell her to eat them vegetables. Don't come at her with that type of energy." I
Yeah.
want to see that type of shit from this scarab, and I don't think we're going to get that
You're not.
from the
No.
scarab. But
No.
when the family try to say something to Jaime, I need that scarab to be like, "Do you want me to eliminate him?"
That would be great. That would be great. That'd be hilarious.
Is this
That would
causing
be
an
hilarious.
obstruction in your day-to-day activities, Jaime? And then he's like, "No, chill
Strike
out,
them
scarab."
down.
Yeah, like the which yes, like that'd be cool. And like with Venom, when Venom is in the movies, I don't care for the movies, but the idea of he's just like
The voice was good.
the voice and like that back and forth, those two consciousness in one body. That's one of the highlights of Blue Beetle.
That the conflict that's supposed to be internal, but it winds up externalizing itself to the people that are like, "What is going on with him?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I understand. I understand.
Like the bully at school. Oh my goodness, the goddamn robot want to kill the bully. Just dumb shit like that. Yeah, we've seen it before, but give me that in Beetle's realm. Let me see what that looks like.
It's fair.
What is going on? So, like, what was this? You
It's
just
when he
took him up
basically
in
got a
space.
chance to look at himself on the reflection of the water.
Yeah. So why did he go up in space? Maybe they're not immediately connected, but
Well, the thing is, because it's a scarab, the scarab could have took him to space to figure out where they are. Like, what planet am I? I need to go out of this planet to figure out and map the rest of it. Okay, well, now we're going to re-enter, and now we're going to download the information and show you what I see.
agreed. But that drop right there, like I said, I don't know if these two scenes are connected. But what's the point of dropping him in? He fucking right over the water.
Because it could have underestimated the gravity of that planet. It could assume that the bonding is incomplete and that it needs to be complete until it's a temporary shutdown until it happens. And there are a lot of ways to explain it because it happens
Yeah.
so fast, and the scarab, for whatever reason, has been lost throughout time.
Mm-hmm.
But I got more. I mean, I have more notes when we're done going over the trailer reaction. I have notes that I took on it, so I mean it gives it kind of more of a reasoning why the scarab was doing what they were doing.
Okay. Some kind of world destroying weapon.
Mm-hmm. That was awesome.
Cutting through the
That was
bus.
when it cut the bus. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
You want to look at it.
That was actually that was pretty cool. I like that because he didn't move, so it was like I guess I have to protect you. So that was hilarious. I really like that scene, especially if you don't know what you're doing. And he's actually, he's going home and talking about like I don't know what's going on, but because everyone saw that happen, they know exactly who he is. So it kind of eases the burden of having to be a superhero, even though technically they would never understand it. It feels good to actually talk to more than one person about what's going on, and that looks like it's straight from the Matrix, though. It's weird.
Mm-hmm. But it belongs to me. Who's this woke white woman?
So that is probably, where is it here? It might be Dan Gilbert's daughter. Dan Gilbert was the original first Blue Beetle, and so that's his granddaughter, and she actually did have the scarab.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically when she finds out that it's like attached to a spine, she's like, all right, fine, it's yours, because she couldn't get it out. So that's the only thing. That's the only person that I think that she could be outside of someone representing the Reach.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, oh, that's pretty cool. I'm guessing they're. So I didn't know if George Lopez is his uncle or is his father. That's the only thing I got to work on. That's the
I,
only thing I was trying to figure out.
I prefer uncle.
Well, I mean, but then again, now we got a situation to where dad ain't there.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, it seems to be a theme. Like when we have these black characters in the MCU or the DCU, they're missing something. Which one? A parent. Which one? You know which one is usually the dad.
Yes, but the uncle is there. So it's not a fatherless household. I hope he's not a complete total piece of shit uncle. As far as just not adding anything of value to the family. But I guess being a Disney kid, I'm used to the one parent or something terrible has happened type thing. And then, go back later, sentimental value. Oh, your dad would have been so proud. Like that type of
Ain't
shit
that
from
shit?
movies. I like it. So I feel like it can work a lot of the
Ain't that
times.
shit? Nah, honestly, bro. All them. No, look. I watched. Yeah, if you watched every
Ain't
PSA in the
that
'90s,
shit?
them kids had parents and they was doing all the hard drugs and shit. Like, hey, about to go get twisted. You want to go? Okay. Like, dare keep your
Oh,
kids away from
shit.
drugs. They always had both parents. They'd be like, how did
Hmm.
this happen? And there's just like drugs in a cabinet and shit. And you're like, it makes sense when they have both parents because they're usually off doing worse shit, or the fact that there's a guide to help them actually make the decision themselves. That's what I like. I'm okay with that.
Hmm.
Go ahead, sir.
What do you say? Finally, Mario Luigi get appropriate representation. Yeah, John Leguizamo
Woo-hoo!
asking for real Latino. What do you say? Italians. We said no. We taking for the blacks.
And yes, see that, and that's what I said. I said he makes sense as an uncle. I just would want him to be the dad, but yeah, he's that crazy uncle that's always saying weird shit. He has a mullet and a beard, guys. Like, are we gonna take this guy seriously?
Yeah.
Actively goes out of the house like that on purpose.
I get what you're saying, and it
Mm-hmm.
makes it lighter or more digestible, knowing that it's coming from the crazy uncle. But it's an indication. And then if you've seen the stuff from the director and on Twitter and what he
Oh, the
deleted and
shit he
all that,
said, yeah, he need to whatchamacallit. He
so
need to drop that
it's
shit.
going to be in the movie, and that's what's not necessarily expected, but that's just the tone. That's just what you're gonna get from current movies.
Right.
So it's there. It's there.
Bro, I would just say this. If I'm representing this corporation, I'm like, hey, look, I'm gonna let you direct this movie, but the minute the trailer comes out, I need two things to happen. I need you to scrap all your Twitter shit. And two, you actively give me your Twitter until this movie drops. Like, I don't want you saying anything that we don't approve of at all. Because the shit that he said about Donald Trump and Abraham Lincoln, he basically had a line deleting that. And
Yes. Maybe they weren't prepared.
prepare for what?
Maybe they weren't prepared for all of the coverage of who he
But
was, what he.
it's like it has nothing to do with the movie. That's the problem. Had he said something about the movie in general, that'd have been one thing. But he had said something that has no bearing on the movie whatsoever, except the fact that a lot of people that might be conservative or libertarian that are planning to vote for Donald Trump were like, no, well, fuck that, I'm out. Fuck you.
To my
Like,
knowledge, that tweet was a long time ago before he was involved with this movie.
that's
Now I
why
haven't.
I'm saying before the movie drops, I need a hold of your social media. I need you to scrub that shit now.
So that's why I say I don't think they prepared for that. Like I
I
can't say for
see.
sure whether or not the company is like, hey, just in case you've said some dumb shit, let's look at your Twitter because there's going to be a lot of people on fucking YouTube pulling that shit up, and you hurting
I see
our
what you mean.
movie. I mean, the money that we could be getting with that shit.
Zaslav needs to hire a professional fixer, a digital fixer. Any outstanding cases or debts you got open, we need to close those out. I need to talk to the digital representatives because if you got anything sketchy, hey, delete that. That's all.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's watch this. Whatever you can imagine, I can
That was
create.
awesome. I like that. This whole
Like
scene was pretty cool.
the
That was
voice, man, it kills it for me.
It's almost like if you didn't have Liam Neeson, he would have been a better voice for the Scarab. Even though we consider him Optimus Prime, he would have been a great voice for the Scarab too.
Liam Neeson.
Yeah. He did the voice for Optimus Prime in the original. Anything that you can do, I can make it for you. That guy.
In the
Autobots
original. You
assemble.
talking about Michael Bay or you talking about the cartoon?
The Michael Bay original.
I thought James Earl Jones was him. No, I thought, or was it Uncle
James
Phil?
Earl Jones is Optimus Prime. No, sir, that's way off. No.
All
No,
right.
we're talking about the guy from Taken. Oh my god, dude.
Me?
Yes, you know
Liam
what I'm talking
Neeson?
about, right? Yes.
Yes, I know who you're
Okay.
talking about.
Okay.
I didn't know he was Optimus Prime.
Yeah, I think in the first two movies, I think he was.
See, Floral says Peter Cullen was Optimus. What the fuck you talking about?
Are you sure? Let me see.
I don't recall
Just
Liam
Google
Neeson being a Optimus Prime, but I'm not a fucking aficionado. I'm not super knowledgeable on Transformers lore. Definitely people behind the bots. Someone boot ego. They mad at you.
I guess they are saying it's Peter Cullen.
Cobra's such a bitch.
very
Had
much
a character,
alike.
but it was so good. Super underrated actor.
It sounds so much damn alike. All right.
Oh, and Cobra said it. Peter Cullen. See?
Okay.
All right, y'all.
Liam Neeson. Okay. Did not know that.
Eject ego. Eject. Ejectocito, cuz.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, honey.
Eject your go. I'm excited for the Transformers Beast Wars movie. That was my generation. Yes, that was my generation as well. But again, I don't think story is priority with this story as well with Transformers. So I got to look at it. I'm looking at it some more.
All right. Well, then, if that's the case, then I got this. And I basically had initial thoughts were basically like looked fun, well placed with comedic elements. It's like
we talking about Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
All right, bro. I keep going through it.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, if you think about it, it's kind of like the alien tech versus human connection of Star Kid, which dropped in like 1997. You'd include the family element of Meteor Man from 1992 and the original Transformers of 2007. If you put all those together, that's pretty much this movie, which I'm okay with. It looks like it's simple. It may or may not be connected to anything for the DCU moving forward, and I guess that's okay because, you know, if we didn't go see Shazam 2, which we thought was DOA because it wasn't part of the connecting universe, I mean, they might want to bring Blue Beetle back just based on how popular this is. It looks fun. I will say that the action frames were pretty cool with the bus scenes. The familial comedy was great. The story seemed simple but yet intriguing.
The familiar comedy? You're saying the
familial, yeah, like family comedy.
Yeah, I didn't get any of that.
Wait, what?
I didn't get no. Like where? At what point?
Like the fact, I think I cut a bus in half. The freak outs. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. Kind of funny to me.
That's not familial comedy.
I kind of like it. I actually kind of like it. The confusion with actually telling your parents, trying to figure out your own shit while not asking them to move past it. Like, that's some shit you do in family stuff. Like when you have a really weird thing and try to explain it, your parents like, wait, what does that mean? Never mind, move past it. I got other stuff going on. So I could roll with that. Yeah. I'm actually okay with the whole Batman's a fascist clip from George Lopez. I thought that was funny. Because again, that's the conspiracy theory uncle or dad. And he's like, the rich guy would.
But see, somebody pointed that out. I don't remember who I was listening to, but the average person wouldn't know anything about Batman. They wouldn't know he's a rich white guy or something. You probably can figure out he's a white guy.
It doesn't have anything about. It has nothing to do about riches. It's about making sure you do what I say or else. You live under my rule or no rule. Like that's the fascism that he's pointing to. Is like, hey, people don't even want. He makes it so people don't even go out at night. When that sign's up in the air, no one really goes out at night anymore.
Bad guys, but bad guys though.
But also, it's like, well, if you know the light's on, you know bad stuff was probably happening because they had to call him.
He's telling bad guys don't go out. good guys, good people are just like
Good people
nah, nah,
barely go
nah.
out. I'm like, well, shit. There you go the light. That's like the street light, sir. You know what the rule was when the street lights was on. You had to be in the house. When the bat signal was in the air, everybody go back in the house because something bad has happened and they had to call Batman because obviously the police can't handle it.
But Batman's out there taking care of it.
Yeah, but the thing is, if it's up, it means it's already happened.
Or he's out there preventing stuff, dude. He's on
So,
patrol. He's watching.
so you
He's
just see
guarding.
so ambulances are just going around with
Guardian
the
of the
signs
night.
on. So the police just throw up the whoop whoop before things happen.
Yeah, because Batman got five
No,
dudes fucking tied up somewhere and unconscious, and we got to go pick them up, and we got to check the scene out.
No, if you have to put up the signal, it means the bad shit's already starting to happen, which means it's time to go inside because they had to call Batman because the police can't handle it.
I got you. Okay,
that's what I'm
I see
saying.
what
Like
you're
it's
saying.
already up, so that I get that. It's like, well, hey, whenever go like us up, everybody gotta go inside because shit. And I guess that's something fascist about that. I would say what he's saying.
I hope they ain't making a getaway on my street.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like, can you believe I moved here from Metropolis for this bullshit? Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. I always forgot his name, but yeah, dude was a brilliant actor. I started to enjoy it, but it's got a look that maybe you would have been remarkable. That maybe would have been remarkable in the mid
Transformers.
2000s.
If he was like
I
true,
started to
it's like
enjoy it, but I got to look.
2000s. Yeah, it's
Talking
like
about Beast
2000.
Wars.
Yeah. I thought they're talking about Beast Boy, or what we call it, Blue Beetle. I thought talking about this, like because the action
Nah, I
looks like it's
think
from like the early
no,
to
they were
mid
talking about. I
2000s.
think they were talking about Beast Wars. Talking about that was
Okay.
our generation. Spider-Man didn't put people in harm's way. Are you saying with the bus?
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, because with that bus, he could have like turned into like a ramp or some
But
shit and
he
could
did
have got the
though.
bus to
But
go
he
over.
did like this because he was scared he's gonna get hit. So that's like, okay, well, if you're in defensive mode, I have to create a shielding defense. So it slices the bus in half because he doesn't know how to control the powers yet. He wasn't thinking about what he could actually do to actually get
If
out of
you
the way
do
of the
like
bus.
this, then the Scarab could interpret that as a big ass like battering ram.
No, or bad. You'd have been like
And
this.
it becomes a ramp and the bus goes over it. That'll be adding more
No.
action to it. Bippity boppity boopity mama mia. Bippity. This man be baiting me in. It's just excited. Authoritarianism and fascism aren't the same thing.
They could bleed into one another.
I thought I'm thinking the fascism has to do something about actually controlling people. Like there has to be money involved. That's why I'm thinking the Batman thing. I don't know shit though. I just know y'all human politics are not right for the world. And that's the product of fucking the devil.
It's also nation and often race above all else. Okay. I mean, I guess. I mean, you could be authoritarian and have some fascistic elements in there.
What is he saying?
So,
Bats rise up. What I said when the Flacids asked why would Batman be accused of fascism?
because he
Mr.
only seems to, I guess, because he only seems to protect Gotham, but not necessarily exalt Gotham above everything else.
I said he would have the army of Robins. That would make him a fascist if he had them out, created all of them, go out there do his bidding. There you go, fascist Batman. And then he got a whole lot of money to support the shit. Merger of corporations and state. So yeah, because they don't know that he has a lot of money. Now I can understand if you're saying like the Batmobile, okay, dude must have money. But you just see some dude with a big ass cape on. You ain't thinking, all right, he rich. He got too much time on his hands.
I mean, is that suit made of gold? Yeah, that's okay. That's Bruce. All right. It's Bruce. You always let it go.
Yeah, man.
That's by design. We don't people use liberal anymore. That's different. That's different though. But anyway,
see, I don't know. So when I became knowledgeable somewhat of all this politics stuff, and I hear liberal, and I'm like, dang, those should be the good guys. Liberal, liberation, freedom, love.
It's more of a generalized topic, and even then, it's like, people will say it to put down, not to bring up. So there's like libtards, there's cons, is maggots. There's a whole bunch of things.
The Americans.
Yeah.
I never know my accents, but somebody sounds like. Oh, okay. Oh, those goddamn Americans,
Shout out to our
Mario.
boy Mussolini. Damn. All right. So, all right. So we exhausted Blue Beetle. Oh, you know what? I forgot. So,
What are your thoughts about it? About
well,
the movie?
I was still going through it because I
Okay,
was like,
go
well,
for it.
as far as his enemies, because we were talking about this, like who are his actual enemies, right? So technically, Jaime Reyes doesn't even come on the scene until Ted Cord is dead. So the girl that we see working out of that building that gives him the scarab, that's his daughter. And so it's like, well, then who were his actual enemies? So his enemies are basically the posse. It's like a metahuman street gang. And Amparo is a woman that leads the posse. There's the Reach that's in there. And the old again, when he said the old woman might actually be the first Blue Beetle, Dan Gilbert's daughter. Like as far as what I've got, as far as his allies, like Booster Gold is an ally. So Booster Gold has to go back in time to tell him, like, hey, look, Bruce Wayne as Batman was trying to like uncover a conspiracy through Brother Eye, but he fails. So the only person that has a technology that can read Brother Eye or get it undetected is Blue Beetle. So the Booster Gold Blue Beetle crossover is there for the taking if you want it. Especially considering the fact that he actually worked with Teen Titans, and we saw that in Young Justice, and also Peacemaker's in there. So you can go a lot of different ways with this, and it actually would technically be comically accurate. And we can still, yeah, we're cool with
Let
open
it
discussions
go.
over here. Yeah, that's
Let it
pretty
go.
much what I got there. Yeah, Typhoon Lagoon, nice, good sir.
There you go. What they in Florida? Florida.
All right, so Leonard
I'm
from
just pulling
narrative.
up comments.
That's why bad bills have patriotic name to. Oh, definitely, yeah, they definitely. You know,
Thank
especially
you,
when they
Mr.
make these with thousands
Spinoli.
of pages. Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Wow.
Get the gay stuff out of our stream. I'm just playing.
I was trying to find the thing, man. I missed it. I had it.
Well, as far as Blue Beetle trailer, I did say, okay, it looks entertaining. But after looking at it again, I'm like, you know what? This is pretty bland. I don't see this going in a direction that I think will help the DC, EU, whatever. When I meant entertaining, the idea that he's basically creating, why are you gay? Why are you gay? Black Luigi.
That's hilarious.
The idea of him creating things, and because I know who Blue Beetle is, and I'm saying hopefully getting a small taste of what they're going to actually do with this character, it makes the idea of what it could be entertaining and exciting to see. But I'm not saying anything from this trailer that's like, oh shit, I really got to see this or what's happening here. Because yeah, it was just a bunch of unfortunate incidents, and he's just like, oh wow, man, I can do this. Cool. What the fuck, Scarab? So that's all.
I see what you mean. I will say I'm willing to say that it's probably a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, nothing more than what you claim it to be. Oh, it's peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, well, let me see what you do in part 2. If you don't do the Reach in part 1, I don't know how you're going to do that, but okay, the Reach is in part 2. Okay, well, how's this going to go into Gods and Monsters? I'll look forward for you to tell me about it, because you know what? If you do a whole movie without even mentioning them or saying that they're coming, then you've got enough interest peaked for part 2. And you're going to need as many movies as possible to come out of your chapters.
So we know that, but that's my issue with DC. They'll do these like one and dones.
Oh, yeah.
And I
And they all
believe
know.
that's what this Blue Beetle will be. But the fact that he's simply introduced will allow him to be in someone else's story. But I don't see them fleshing out this dude as a character and investing time, energy, and money into Blue Beetle. But I've said before, this is basically their fucking MCU Spider-Man. But they're doing that shit exactly to the T, when the differences of Blue Beetle can give you a better version of the MCU Spider-Man, but we're saying the exact same shit, except instead of Daddy Stark giving Pete everything he got, some I don't know, some person in space. I'm sure that's
I
gonna be a
mean,
woman as well, a
I
woman
I will
beetle.
say this. I will say there are a lot more better versions of the whole uh integrating within a robot or alien technology and the dialogue that comes from that, other than like, oh, this computer that someone gave me, that I have to figure out. It's like, no, it's truly alien tech. There's certain parts in the comics where the Scarab is speaking the alien language and not even Jaime understands what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like between that and Star Kid, Meteor Man, you've got good templates of what this could look like. And I think based on that, it's like, well, hey, it's like if you ask a girl out on a date and she says yes, she already kind of likes you. It's just your job not to screw it up. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's popular enough and there's enough meat on the bone there. It's your job just not to make that meat look like rot.
I think with this, it's not going to look like rot. I think it's going to look like fast food. It's going to look like every fucking else people have seen from these
Okay.
superhero stores, and they're just going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, he was a hero. He did his hero thing. He beat the bad guy at the end. He had the montage where he learned how to use his fucking powers, or maybe connect with the Scarab. It's going to be like copy and paste with. That's a lot of superhero moves, though, not just
It
Blue
is.
Beetle's fault.
I know.
So I think that won't be enough to get people excited about this character.
Yeah, all I'm saying is I hope the budget wasn't that expensive. 'Cause I don't see it, breaking all these box office um records. I do see it doing well enough. Maybe it'll break even, maybe.
So, and this, I'm gonna say this is the fault of DC right here. And Ray was talking about marketing. Despite how evil a lot of us think Disney is, they do a good job of making people emotional. I know someone who's seen it early and they do like it better than most of the recent DC stuff. Yeah, possibly it could be cool. And like I said, if they did it well, all of this shit could have been perfect if all of them had done it well. But um Disney's Marvel has done a great job of bringing emotion to their movies, and when they're trying to capitalize off of representation, like with Black Panther or Proud Family, not necessarily Disney, but their influence, but Sony's Miles Morales, Spider-Man, they do a good job of incorporating that culture into the product with the music. It brings good emotions. It's bringing a positive shine to a lot of people's color or culture or whatever. So people gravitate to that. They want to see that. They want to be a part of that. Whereas this, I just see normal Hispanic dude. I don't see DC propping up the fucking like his culture in this.
I will say that's what they used. I think they're using the media for that because they don't know how it's going to go. And David Zaslav, I'm pretty sure, is like, hey, don't do that shit. Let other people write about it. We're not going to do that. It's plain up straight. Give me the trailer. There was no real music in the trailer outside of
So that's what,
scenes.
even with the music. So I'm not saying even just visually, but not even the music. I didn't hear no type of Hispanic influence. Then no
Sir,
Bad
that's
Bunny
what
pop up and
exactly. Wouldn't you would, bro? That's all I'm saying. How would you have felt if you start him singing, doing all these action moves, and he makes that sword, and all you hear is suavemente? You'd be like, what the fuck is this? No,
I'm
no,
not saying
come
it'll
on.
be the best move to make, but I'm saying if the movie was great, if it was fucking amazing, then the movie would just be a part of that formula. What up,
Uh,
Mr. Grant Gregory? Man,
no. It's like I think that they're keeping it as simple as possible and not telling you anything. As you don't really need to do all of that now. I was like, well, hey, it's pretty much a teaser trailer. They might go deeper after they catch up with focus groups and figure out what works and what doesn't work. Then I might throw in some Bad Bunny or some J Lo. But I don't need. I'd rather have this than the whole Transformers Beastmasters crossover. It was all a dream. Oh, I get it. You're Brooklyn, Puerto Rican, 1995. We get it. Easy. Snooze. Like if you bout it, like give me Big Punisher. We don't want to be a player no more. Give me that if you really bout it. Like you can play a few excerpts of Biggie. That's supposed to get me culturally enriched. Stop. I don't need that. No.
we full
Give
of
me the
surprise with
actual
Mr. Grant
what?
Gregory. Yeah,
We
that
took our
Spanish rap
we took
style
the
song.
genealogy test.
we said we read How to Be Italian for Dummies,
Exactly.
and it
We're
shit
still
just
on
sprouted
chapter 1.
overnight.
Yeah. So like
I
that's yeah. Go
look,
ahead.
I'm not saying they should or shouldn't, but I didn't get. I'm not feeling the emotion, and you know, I'll be honest with you. Look at something like Rio. I don't know if you remember DreamWorks' Rio
Birds,
with the
right?
bird. Now maybe it was that was the intended purpose, you know, and be all cultural and all that music or whatnot. But I do think that brings people in, and I'm not saying anything from DC that really pulls people in. There's no like what emotional aspects of it. Now I'm saying for them, like he wants to make sure I know how serious he is about getting his daughter back home by 10 p.m. What the fuck?
That's
I
fair.
These things can be done in a way that they can be respectful. Uh and I think with DC is all about the hero stuff. And I'm saying we're seeing people either lean too hard into the cultural shit so far that it's disingenuous, or with DC just completely just say fuck it all together and not
Uh,
even attempt to do anything like that. But like what you gotta say, I'm not saying action
no,
movies need it,
Ray
but
is. I mean, Ray is hitting it on the head. It's like, yo, his family is present and aware of the progress to control the suit. I like that. That is the point. It's like, well, hey, whereas at least Tom Holland Spider Man could only tell Ned, and he tried to hide it from Ned, and he could see him on the wall. He's like, "You're Spider Man." He's like, "No, it's not me. I'm not Spider Man." This guy immediately was like, "Oh shit, I don't know what's gonna happen." Like, yo, where did you go? I don't really know. Like, I fell to Earth. Like, I cut a bus in half. I don't know what's going on. Like, that's the exposition you want amongst your family, because it's like, well, hey, my uncle slash dad is on this, my mom knows what's going on, my best friends are here to help me, and they can actually help me make good judgments calls with all these people coming after me for this thing that I can't even separate myself from.
side facts, we turn into Italians with powers. So we better Italians. Come at
We're
me,
taller.
bro.
We're taller.
Oh. I don't know what the fuck
Woo-hoo!
that was, but that was my power up.
Yeah.
What did Imperfect say? Because the social and polygamous is precisely probably alienates half your audience at least. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like the social stuff. I know the Batman is a fascist, but the hype. I guess what I was saying was I want to see cultural stuff. I want to see companies I want to see properties or stories that are willing to do that. Like Disney, like Moana is coming out. Not coming out, but
Live
you know,
action.
the live action. So I'm
Mhm.
like, they playing a safe road and doing some shit that's already been fucking culturally presented to the people and positively received.
I will say this. I'll play this. Disney is like
But I
that
haven't
white.
seen DC do that at
I
all.
I will say this. I'll say this. Um, I don't know if you've ever experienced this when hanging out with a lot of white people at one time, right? I will say I've seen this, and I talk to Shiro about this all the time. I call it the Black Power Hour. Right, is what happens,
Mm-hmm.
and this perfectly encapsulates Marvel to me. Marvel is like the white people you hang out with, or the white people that are at like a popular establishment, right? Let's just say it happens to be like the local restaurant, right? That's got drinks, there's music playing, whatever, right? You go in there and you swear to God, when I came in here, y'all were playing Aha, Take on Me. Y'all were playing Bon Jovi, which I fucks with. Y'all even played Survivor, Eye of the Tiger, right? 10 minutes into that, I shit you not, I swear to God, you'll hear out of nowhere, lean back, lean back. You're like, wait, what the fuck? I thought you had established we were doing 80s pop. And you look like the only black person in there. And they look, the person that made this, that changed that song knows, because he looked directly at you like, that's our song, right? That's our song. Yeah, hey, lean back. And they
you
do that
don't
shit for an hour.
you
And then
don't
it
like
goes
when the
back
white
to
people
something they
throw
wanted to play.
on Outcast, some hey
Yeah.
ya.
Yeah, it's close to get like, we're not sure, but yeah, you liked it too, right? All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Lean back. It's like that for an hour. I swear to God, I call
Oh
it the
shit.
Black Power Hour. Black people, you should do that. If you hang out with a lot of white people and you go into like the whitest place that you know, go in there and see what happens 20 minutes in. And that's what Marvel does. Marvel just sees a person coming in and doesn't assume anything outside of what they see. They're like, oh shit, we got another one. Oh, we got a minute. Do we have any J-Lo? Do we have any Bad Bunny? Are we still listening to Bad Bunny? Yeah, okay, all right. Throw some Bad Bunny in there. But then I'm also gonna need Daddy Yankees, La Gasolina. That's the one. Yeah, play that, play that. We have to play it on a loop so they get emotionally invested, know that we're here for them, and then we can go with what we want to go. All right, go. That's the whole play of Marvel. Whereas DC is like, yo, you in here, like we're playing music. We don't care what music you hear. You already here, so the music on, get the dancing. That's it.
DC
I
DC
can
don't
get with DC on that.
DC don't play no music. They just in
Huh?
there just hanging out. We're just doing what we usually
A
do.
lounge. It's a lounge.
Whereas
Right. It's a lounge.
whereas Marvel is like you said, the pandering the party. We play the music according to who we see walk in, as opposed to having us and what we provide. Either you want to come to the club or you don't. But Disney with the Black Panther thing, when we hear the "Oh Woman No Cry," like they know how to take key songs or emotional songs, and when you see the not necessarily the shields, people who just genuinely think that they enjoyed the movie, they're like, this shit is beautiful, it's emotional. I almost felt feelings watching that shit. So Marvel knows how to take some music. Disney knows how to take some music and evoke a certain emotion from people.
Right.
I'm saying
And it
DC
give and
doesn't
it
even
and
know
it's
how to
and
do
it
that.
goes
So they just
because it's like,
suck
well,
for
hey, why
multiple
would I? I'm
reasons.
not gonna go. I'm not gonna have you have an emotional response to something.
Huh?
It's like I'm not like you're going off for emotion. Like the emotional feelings are gonna lead to impulsive responses. Like at least with DC, it's like if I watched it more than once, it's because I wanted to. Like, hey, it was straight there. It was in black and white. Like that's what I got. Hey, I actually want to go back and see that.
They're
Marvel,
trying to get
you'll
money.
feel one way. You will feel one way. It's like hey, Marvel's movies are a lot like masturbating. It feels fantastic. All right, but afterwards, you just got a mess on your hands and clean up's a bitch. So
Yeah,
that's
I
kind of the
agree
way I
with
feel
that.
about it.
I agree with that. What I was saying was, even from a company aspect, they're not even trying to get people to think they're at least interested. They are allowing the property to speak for itself. But what I mean, or why they're losing all over the place, is because damn, you can't evoke an emotional reaction. You're not even evoking a anticipation from comic book fans by I want to see this. I don't see shit really like I've seen people excited for like Michael Keaton, because that evoked an emotional reaction. I want to see him in this movie, despite not wanting to see Ezra Miller in the movie. But
I
okay,
mean, no, they did emotional in a different way because they said, well, hey, we went ahead and got the OG Batman, Michael Keaton. That's enough of an emotional appeal without, we ain't got to play music. Just, hey, look, I'm
yeah,
Batman, bitch.
I said they got that. But
There's
that's with
different ways
this
of doing that.
movie. How many other opportunities or ways have they been able to achieve something like that, where they're bringing
They
back
haven't
a
had a lot of
character that you
time, dude.
love?
Like, what was the last superhero movie before?
DC had time. This is my issue with them. They all over the place. They're all over the place.
That's an organizational issue, and like they just got James Gunn in November, so I can't judge anything until after Blue Beetle.
It's a fact, sir.
I got the gloves. Yeah, so I mean, I just think they go about differently trying to do fan service. With DC, they'll get the top actor, but hey, look, you only go get one movie with them, maybe two. That's it. So you better enjoy it while you can. Whereas Marvel will lock virtual nobodies into like 8 movie deals, so they're just kind of put in my face, and then they have to rely on their appeals to my emotional state to actually get me to go.
All right, look, bro. Let's
Oh, the
get to
DC.
Mario.
Oh, Hans Zimmer Batman was fantastic. I'm not gonna lie.
Scores are cool, but do you get that from a trailer though? You don't.
No, because it's like you know that when Batman shows up, you're gonna play the Hans Zimmer theme song to it. When Superman shows up, you're going to get the theme song to that. So you're just looking out for the theme song and how rich it's going to sound because you actually got an orchestra and a guy that's really great at composing playing that song. Like, put this, you can put all the songs that Marvel puts out have actual lyrics to them, right? That's fair. Like all the Marvel songs outside of the actual theme song they made for Avengers, right? All the songs they show you have lyrics, right? Heroes and Socks, right?
All the songs have lyrics.
Yeah, that Marvel puts out for their songs, like their theme songs for the movies that they give you, right? They all have lyrics
movies?
For the movies.
I don't think so. I think they got scores
outside the Avengers theme song, which was pretty cool, which is actually really good, right? All the songs that they give you for the movie have lyrics, right?
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying I haven't paid enough attention. I remember watching Black Panther though. The fucking weekend and Kendrick Lamar was all through that.
That's what I'm saying, right? They're like, oh my god, look who we got to be on our song. DC is like, we'll play 4 fucking notes. You're gonna know who this is. Dun 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 dun. Goddamn Batman, Jesus Christ! So are you not that much of okay? God damn it.
Are you asking somebody to know a fucking reference to a musical score in a movie that I haven't watched?
Notes, yes. If you play 4 notes, if you hear someone playing the cello and dun, 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 dun,
maybe if I actually heard these instruments and not your terrible impersonation.
Don't do that. Don't. I think you were
mimicking the sound.
You know what? I was gonna save this, but you've been such a player hater today. You accepted the award yesterday for your player hating ways, and guys, I just want to show you his acceptance speech for his player hater award.
I would like to thank God Almighty for giving everybody so much and me so little. I hate you. I don't even know you, and I hate your guts. I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and nobody else but you.
Okay, that's your player here. Thank you. That's his acceptance award for player hater of the year, guys. Right there. Okay?
Nobody else but you. Ego. All the hate goes to you.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying, sir. Okay.
For putting that terrible sound of what you claim a cello sounds like in my ears,
sir.
Bad things should happen to you.
You know what?
No one else.
I should have gotten more and more and more. Okay.
You should have.
Skeet.
The skeet.
Shit.
They probably got something like that already.
The character, people know who they are. Exactly. That's all you have to do.
Okay.
All I'm saying. Thank you, Hale. What Ego's saying, that same reaction you get when you hear Stone Cold Steve. Exactly. You automatically know just from the breaking glass. Exactly.
I understand that. I am saying, for a person who doesn't pay so much attention to DC properties, you can't ask me that because I don't know the shit like you. So if you make those notes up, I might have heard them, but I'm not emotionally attached. Or was it the Batman animated series theme song?
Yes. Really?
Like, I feel bad, but I'm sure if I heard the actual if I heard the actual at the theme, then I would know it. But you're terrible.
Animated theme. Okay, that's fair.
X-Men animated. Okay, I can hear.
What was that? No. What was that? No. We talking about bad and press. What was that? Was that a kazoo? I'm sorry. Was that Vuvuzela?
That was an X-Men intro song.
Throw that whole intro away, sir. Throw the whole thing away.
That's what that was. I'm not trying to be an instrument. I'm a feeling, sir.
Exactly. It's this man right here.
Bro, I watched them. I enjoyed them. If I heard it, then I would know. But just off of this man just doing that. What you pull up? All right, y'all. Let's talk about Mario.
All right. Okay. Well, you know what? Hold on. A little bit better. Just, it's a little bit there. All right. But moving on now.
Heroes, no capes.
All right. Now we're into the meat and potatoes of it all, guys. Mario. Wahoo! All right, sir. What did you think?
Let it go. What did I think?
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Bro.
Go ahead. What you got?
I guess I should
Okay,
go
guys, I'm
first
sorry. We'll say
because
that. We'll say this first, guys. We're gonna try to be as spoiler free as possible.
we will make
All
sure to
right.
be spoiler free. Okay. I
Mhm.
told people, anybody who asked, I know angry Canadian, we will make sure to be spoiler free. We will respect that a lot of y'all have not seen this yet and that you have plans on watching it. If I were to spoil something, I will say spoiler, but I'm not even going to dabble over there. I'm going to make sure not to. But I do hope that my thoughts do not, I will make sure not to give away too much of the story. C4C says we spoil, other people don't. So we
I
just
know other we know. Yeah, other people
we're
don't.
just not going to do it. If it was some terrible some shit that we knew was gonna be garbage, I don't know. And I guess that's kind of just like on us. What do we dictate as we know it's gonna be garbage? We can spoil it, but
No spoilers. We still spoil. No
or
spoilers.
else unsub. Don't do it, ain't Canadian.
All right, we will
Don't
not.
do it.
We're not gonna spoil it. I will say the thing is we'll just kind of try to give you more confirmation bias depending on how you feel with most of the characterizations. I know people had their concerns about Peach and Donkey Kong. So we can make to say things that'll either help confirm or just kind of tamp down on some of the thoughts you might have had on the characterization of the voice actors.
Pop said the Mario story is simple. Spoilers aren't going to matter. It's more about the experience of fun. Now that's how I feel about spoilers, period. Because I think that a person saying something to me, it doesn't compare to the actual
Don't
experience
spoil the
of
movie
me
for you.
watching it.
Mm-mm. I like to go in there butt naked and raw. Just don't tell me anything. I'm just gonna sit here and pool in my juices after it's over, and then I can do it. But yeah, if it's trash though, we will absolutely spoil the shit out of that movie.
What up, Dempsey? All right, but I'm not gonna spoil it now because a lot of people do feel like that. It's Mario. Like, how much of a story can you really get from it? And
It's a
I
story.
believe you can get a lot of story from it. I would rather if you went first, Ego, because you have positive things to say. But
Let's go.
because
Let's no, because you're gonna bring it down. I'll bring it up after you bring it down. How about that? Because I'll be positive.
there you go, and
People need to
because
hear people need the con before they get the pros. Because
okay,
everyone's expecting pros. Everyone that's
okay,
been on the Mario tip has been given nothing but pros and haven't said any problems they have with it. So
okay,
I'd rather you go ahead and address it and just say, hey, here are the problems that I had with it, and these are things you want to look out for without spoiling the movie.
okay. Now I appreciate you giving it to me first because I have been the most, I'm not gonna say the most vocal person about this movie. I've been the most hyped I've ever been about something. Definitely in a long time. And I've been praising this movie every fucking opportunity with everything I've seen.
I'm sorry. Those buckets are like $50 on I think Poshmark and maybe Amazon right now. But yeah, it's at least $50 from what I've seen on Poshmark. Shit's expensive, and it's only $14 at AMC, but they are sold completely out. And I know that they're hiding them. I know to be saying, "Oh, we're sold out." I was like, I know y'all are hiding them in the back, okay? Just like y'all work at Nike, but we ain't got no size 9s, bruh. Like, I know you have a size 9. I know you're hiding that. But anyway, go ahead.
I didn't want the bucket. I just want a poster. I just want the
Posters on
goddamn
Amazon for
movie
like
poster.
$30. $30.
That's too much.
I know. That's why I said it.
I'll pay about 15 for a poster. I'm looking for 12. If I can catch a nice one at Five Below, I'm all over it. All right. As far as the movie, I've been super excited with everything I've seen. I was disappointed with this movie. It was a total letdown. I was fucking bored. I can understand being bored in the beginning, whereas I disagree. I think movies should pull you in, and they can start out pretty cool. The issue is the movie. Everything that was cool, everything that was good about this movie, we saw in the trailers, and I think that hurt the movie. Ego's looking around. I think everything cool that happened in the movie, in the trailer, everything about the movie that was cool was shown in the trailer, and the movie only provides dumbass reasoning as to why we there doing the cool shit or seeing some cool shit. So it takes away from the experience for me. As far as the actors, all the actors was on point. Seth Rogen as DK, yeah, he lacked a lot, but again, he wasn't even the weakest part of the movie for me. I was fine with Keegan Michael Key's Toad.
I could not tell that was him.
I was fine with it, but once I heard one of the other Toads who had a
Brooklyn accent.
a speaking role. I don't remember the Brooklyn accent, but that dude sounded more like what I would have wanted from a Toad. So that made me that lost points for his character, his voice work for that character for me. Um, I think Mario and Luigi having this is possibly a spoiler. I'm gonna say attaching them to more human characters hurted them for me because
Really?
of the decisions made later on in the movie. Yes. Um, the world, everything that was visually was pleasing. It was gorgeous.
Definitely.
I do think things kind of just happen and bullshit reason as to why we go on to the next thing that happens. It seemed like there were always epic moments, but they were never treated epically or really made sense. Again, the world was beautiful. The power ups,
Those were awesome.
they were, but I think there was missed opportunities there because that power ups allowed for bullshit to happen in the movie, which you will say it makes sense because it's within the context of Mario, but
Right.
to me, it doesn't make sense in the context of a hero's journey.
No, come on, man. That's like the classic Deus Ex Machina. Come on, man.
Within the context, and I'm not going to spoilers with it, but later on I'll talk to you about it because it allowed for some bullshit to happen in the movie. Whereas if this power up was not possible, and I'm not talking later on, I'm talking midway. I'm saying it makes with that, I would like to have seen more of the older power ups, like the well, that's kind of spoiled it. Those are my thoughts so far. Okay, it failed me. I think my expectations were just so fucking high. Like Bowser, for example, he was not the menace that I thought he was going to be. It was the handling of Bowser. I don't agree with.
Without spoiling it, you could say basically you didn't agree with the character.
That's all. That's all I'm gonna say.
The voice was on point. You just
voice was on point. Voice was on point.
Okay, I think the main differences we had between us was the characterization of the voice actors. There's casting is one thing, but how the actual character moves and behaves throughout the movies is the characterization we're talking about. So I was actually super hopeful after I watched this movie, and I thought Abomination was going to feel the same. I'm just going to show you what it felt like to hear this man give me his criticism of the movie before I go actually into my reasoning. So yeah, I was riding high. This man threw a turtle at my review, just blew my whole card up. So I will say, first of all, I absolutely love the movie. It was actually very nice. The movie was an hour and a half, but if that, I think maybe an hour and 20 minutes. If that, I mean, I knew we went to go see the movie at like 4:00. And then by like 6, we were halfway home to actually go get some wings. So I actually like the fact that it was under an hour and a half and they told me a complete story. All right. Now, as far as the characterization of Peach, when she's running that obstacle course and kicking absolute butt, they give me the qualifier, right? And I will say that, not to spoil anything, but there is actually a scene where Mario and Luigi get a call for someone that's got a leaky faucet, and they actually have to make it to this person's place in a certain time frame, and their car's not working. So Mario's like, "Follow me, here we go," and they show you that kind of 2D animation style while he jumps over obstacles and shows his agility. He's moving confidently through this world and like opening the cage up for Luigi because Luigi's like, I can't do any of that. Mario, help me open the door. So Mario would open fence doors or kick down a board for him to climb up so that they can both make it to this spot on time. And when Mario actually winds up in the Mushroom Kingdom, it switches. He actually becomes kind of like Luigi. He's like, I don't know how to navigate this world, and it's very confusing. Enter Peach, who says, I grew up here, and she probably designed the training module so she knows how to beat it. So the scene that you're seeing is her doing something that she's done millions of times, even though she technically hasn't left the Mushroom Kingdom. So if she hasn't left the Mushroom Kingdom and she's there all the time, and she's around all these little mushrooms, I'm gonna do something fun. I'm gonna have this obstacle course set up to actually beat all these obstacles. And so you wind up seeing it switch from Mario being Mario to Mario kind of being like Luigi, and the fact that he's timid, he doesn't know which way is the right way, and he's trying to overcome the obstacles while he's put in place with someone that's actually very confident in the world that they're already in. So I liked that aspect of it. I do like the fact that as much as people had problems with Peach being, I guess more of a leader of the Mushroom Kingdom, you do get at some point the understanding that, this is still Mario. This is still a Super Mario Brothers movie. It's not like, and that's where we're going to disagree again. What you got? Here it comes. What you got?
All right, because I see y'all talking about it, and Girl Boss Peach did not phase me during the trailer because I figured you can handle this well. I truly thought this was going to be a modernization of the tale. So Peach was just going to be a part. But there were obvious times where Peach was clearly the better fighter, more level-headed. She was a better character. And Mario was dumb, and he was just figuring shit out. The thing about Mario figuring things out, which, again, it happens, but how was it handled? Like you were talking about Mario doing the parkour in the beginning. Yes, that was cool. But when you saw it came to that obstacle course, which, not spoiling, it was in the trailer, he was a fucking dimwit, and he was a dimwit there all day.
No, he wasn't. He was trying different ways to make it work. He's like, I got it. Shit, I forgot to do the next thing. It's like when someone teaches you a dance step and you get the first part and the dance keep going, you're like, shit, I didn't really
okay.
I didn't know what
Let
to
me
do
ask you
after
this.
I got to this part. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this.
What
was it that made him eventually overcome it?
When Luigi was in trouble at the end. They show that when he gets the power up, he goes straight through it. Everything he does was.
You're going all the way there. I'm talking about right there in that training sequence.
Okay, what about it?
What was the difference between Mario last attempt and Mario on his attempt where he actually figured out how to go through that?
Because he didn't figure out how to do it at the end of that thing. He got almost all the way there, and then he was showing off, and then it messed up. That's what I'm saying. Is the fact that he had it, but it's like, you gotta stay focused. You're not focused. It's not looking good, like, because they show you and they're trying to do the.
Okay, so look, listen. So check this out. And again, not trying to go into spoilers. We're focused on this moment that was there. He got better quickly. That was the issue.
The issue that he actually got better. That's what you're saying is the issue.
It was no sense made as to why he was better. They just made him better out of nowhere.
No, he didn't. No, no. They gave us.
Yes, they did. With that training sequence. With that training sequence.
Sir, you know what foreshadowing is.
With that training sequence, he fucked up time and time again. But he just decided, okay, I'm going to finish it. And he went all the way through it almost effortlessly. But it wasn't until he was showing off looking at Peach that he fucking failed and he didn't get to accomplish it.
But that's
Mario's
issue.
So it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. Okay, all right.
No. Say your piece. Say your piece.
That's what I'm saying. It's you never see Mario learn. It shows that he's capable sometimes and sometimes he's not, but it makes no sense. And the way that training montage was handled was my issue with the entire movie. Things just happen and we just go to the next point, and it doesn't make sense how we even got here. But we needed to get here for story purposes.
No, it's saying
he didn't learn. He fucked up at different points after every time because Mr. Tickle talking about he learned.
he learned you have to be focused when you're doing this, because in the beginning they tell you Mario's
He
technically
was
about
focused
style over
the
substance,
entire time trying to figure it out, but he constantly failed.
and she's like, "We
He
don't
had
have
a
time. We gotta
he
go.
had
It's
a
time to go."
he had a hard time struggling through that, but we didn't see any of the parkour that he was doing in the early
Because
part of
it's
the movie.
different,
In
and he
that,
does it at the end. He incorporates what he's been doing in Brooklyn, and he does that. He mixes that up at the end
but
with
when
what
else do we see that? We don't see the parkour for
you
him
don't not
from him.
supposed to, sir. They're supposed to show like, hey, when you make a thing the thing and you focus on it, you're more likely to mess up. But when someone says the stakes are high enough, and all you got to do is like, hey, whatever happens, I got to make sure I save my brother and save Peach. You will let all the thing that you have holding you back out of your head go, and you just react. And some of the thing is, well, hey, now that I know how the world works, and now that I'm confident enough, I can implore the parkour that I've been using. I can do this because I don't have time to actually think about it or figure out what's going to happen. I just have to go, and that's the point. Like every '80s movie has followed this exact same formula, sir. I I don't know what else to give you on this one, because like that's the way it usually works.
We don't have to stay right there because I don't want to. I I just feel like
Yeah,
things
showing off or
they just happen.
overconfidence. Yes, yes.
I get that. I get that. But it would have made more sense if, to me,
Angry
if
Canadian, you should do it. You should definitely do it. Go ahead.
the parkour that he was using, if he had actually showed that he was capable of doing such during that training sequence.
How,
But he
sir?
didn't. I didn't see any of that skill
Because he
during that.
doesn't. Because he's like, I just saw her smoke this thing, and like I did. Like I've been
So
doing this for
so
like
I
a
don't
10
I
feet,
don't
a
do
10 foot drop.
parkour, but I watch the videos, right? And I'm taking
Mhm.
from the idea of a skateboarder. I skate pretty well. If you watch the shit that he was doing in regular life, parkour see everything is like everything is an obstacle course. They find their paths. So the fact that
Have
he
you
didn't take
done a
that mentality,
have you done a parkour class before, sir?
no.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. When you do that shit, first of all, you don't jump
What
as
does that
far as they're
mean?
telling you. You jump 3 or 4 feet, sir, and they teach you how to fall first. Teach you how you're supposed to fall before you
Okay,
do
but
any of that stuff.
listen to what I just said. Mario is already showing the ability to do these things. He's not going to a class.
In
He
his in
knows.
his in
So when
his
you have
world.
these abilities, regardless, when you have these abilities, he take the same mindset over there into Mario's world
So
and sees, okay, this platform right here, that's like a trash can. I'm going to jump off that trash can onto this next brick, which is this little gardening area of this building. The next brick up there is like a roof, or this is a window sill. So he's able to see all of these things in an obstacle
sir,
course and do it. I did not see that from him.
all I'm sir, by what you describe, by what you're saying is, if I can dance whenever rap music is playing, then that means the minute someone said plays polka music, I know what the fuck to do. Oh shit, here come that polka dot. Oh snap. Like you're gonna look out of place. You have to
Okay.
learn what someone else is doing, and in that, that's trial and error.
Okay.
Until you know what I'm saying.
So Mr. Took, if Mario was able to finish training within his journey, there's more movies coming. I bet they're also about him learning the world. So
Exactly.
I hear what y'all saying, and I feel like those are easy justifications. She could have gave him the obstacle course without the obstacles and just gave him the bricks. And then he sees, or she was like, okay, let's see what you got, plumber or little guy or some shit. She could have threw a little shot, and he does it. Okay, cool, ha, nice. And she's like, not bad. Level 2, level 3. Then we slowly
Nah.
start to add other things to actually show a training montage or prepare him.
They only
Or
had one day. They
you
had one
see
day.
that they had as much time they wanted, bro. I'm talking about writing. I'm talking about writing, Ego. They had as many days as the writer wanted to give them. She said you got till sundown to figure this shit out. When they could have you could have again written another way to where we can see the actual growth of this character. It seems like they just put an obstacle in front and we just get past it because somehow we're better. That works in a game.
But that's what
It doesn't
Sci-Fax is
work in a
saying.
movie.
If things can fall under you or move, like Mario's doing that parkour at the beginning from the fan of like nothing's going to move after I get on it. Like I jump on it and I can keep moving. No, you jump on this, it actually falls out from under you. Or if you jump on it, it might fall on you or it might move. So
So
like,
he could have seen that from Peach's run because she did it before,
sir, the first time, if someone does something to that,
or
you've
the
never
first
seen the
time he
first time.
does it,
Oh, come on.
it falls. And then he sees, okay, it falls. And now he knows I can't stay there too fucking long.
I mean,
I
like it was. Go ahead.
Yes, I've said that is my issue with me reviewing this. I think I'm looking at shit from like some other type of lens, and
I just want to know
I'm like this.
what are you comparing this to? What are you comparing this to? Because obviously,
I'm
it's got
not
to come from
comparing it to
somewhere.
anything. I'm comparing it to what I just said in
No.
my head. What
I
I
know, but
just
the
said
way
in my
you're saying
head.
it in your head, you have to have a frame of reference for that. Because it can't just say, "Ah, should have been better." Well, how better? Well, they could have done this or that. Like, okay, so in your mind,
Let's
what
say
movie turned to a
how
game did that for you?
let's movie turn to a game. I don't know. Let's
Or
say Hal
even that,
Jordan.
just give me movies. Give me
Let's say
movies.
Hal Jordan. Him
Which
being
one?
I don't know, the Green Lantern. I don't remember the movie. I'm saying the example. I'm saying the mentality of the character. If you take him, who's a pilot, right? The top shot, hot shot, whatever, but then you put him into this whole new element to where, yes, the things that you know apply here, but you have to be even better than what you previously were to actually show capability as well as creativeness with the power or excelling
Bro, he had
at
to have
this.
training for that, and he got his ass kicked by Kilowog and by not Abin, sir, Sinestro. He has ass
But
kicked a
but he
lot.
was but he was feeling himself. I'm saying he took a mentality of I can do this, and you say you put him over here, and suddenly they're just like, it's like you said Mario's supposed to be humble now. Oh well, I
I
don't
didn't
know
say he's supposed to
anything.
be. I didn't say he's supposed to be humble. I said he
No,
should
you're
have more
saying
focus.
parkour. You saying he doesn't know how to apply those things because this is a new training sequence. This is not the
It
world he came
moves,
from.
sir. I'll play this. When people, okay, like the dude that there's a guy that basically translated damn near every version of the Bible into the native language the person they were standing with, right? So he goes to the Piraha people, right, in South America, and he cannot for the life of him figure out how the actual language works at all. It's clicks, whistles, and throat sounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's basically like, I don't know how to do this. So he started hanging out with the children and had to learn from a child's point of view to know how the words were, how the sounds were, and what the words meant before he could translate that into the Piraha language. What I'm saying is sometimes you have to go very, 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 very elemental, almost to points of childlike, to understand concepts that you can build on and get your confidence to do them. And that's the training montage with Peach was supposed to show you.
So me putting the obstacle course at level 1 where things don't move and are
Who
not
says
as
that was
much
level
of a
one?
threat.
That was just the one she
I'm
put
saying
up.
it should have been. I'm saying that's how you show his confidence, him being overconfident as a character, and how it can become his detriment
No, it's because he was
because this
overconfident.
is not the
Because of
world.
his overconfidence was the reason they got there in the first place. He thought he could fix something that he technically wasn't qualified to do, and that's how they wanted the Mushroom Kingdom to begin with. So it
He
starts up with
was
him
qualified. Shit
already.
ain't work out like it was supposed to. That's another issue. I'm saying what y'all see from this training montage, what we saw from that was what I see from this entire movie. I'm glad you mentioned it. He thought he could fix the big thing wrong with Brooklyn. I told you this. That was a cataclysmic event. You're damn near
Yeah,
flooding the entire city. And Mario's like, I can do it. He goes down there, fucks up, but we don't address more flooding to the city. He's thrown into the Mushroom Kingdom. So
yeah.
why are you giving me this? Oh, it's crazy shit happening. What are we gonna do? We're not going to address it. We're going to go to the next thing. That's what I was saying with that montage, but you see that from the entire movie. Like I will ask you this: what was the point of Mario Kart being in there? And you heard me talk about my handling of that. Like it was just there to look cool. We're saying training montage, yes, because it got the point across
I'm,
and it looked cool at the same
I'm not
time.
gonna lie. He did. You sounded slightly like Uncle Ruckus when you were describing the Kongs with the cars. Like, oh, look at those monkeys on bikes. Oh Lord,
Because it
planet of
don't
the
make
Negra apes.
sense.
Oh
I
God.
don't think
Oh
that a
Lord.
Mario story has to be so fucking subpar or we can't expect anything from it. It was fan service.
Fan service.
Why
I
did it
dug
have
it.
to
It
be
was cool
fan
with me. I
service?
liked it.
I
I
and
liked
I
it.
told you, what did I tell you, Ego? The
What?
fan service, it could have been perfect fan service if after we beat Bowser, now we in the Mushroom Kingdom. Yay, all the characters, we dance, we partying. Mario Kart time. We find out Toad's a fucking master mechanic or some shit. Give
He's
more
not.
reason for fucking Toad.
I
All right,
mean,
he's not, but I'm just saying, if we would have had the end scene where we're Mario Karting, having fun, actually hitting boxes, getting power-ups, and doing shit, but in friendly nature,
You're
friendly
acting as
chaos.
if like this can't be
That would have
something
been
they put
cool.
into Super Mario 2. Because I think, bro, I think this movie's made like 300 million already. I'll double
That's
check
fine.
it, but
I never at any point said it wasn't entertaining. Okay, it can be. I was bored. I was fucking bored, but
you
I
said it could
had
be entertaining, but you were
expectations.
bored.
I had expectations all the fucking way up here. Like Bowser. Bowser completely dropped his character for me. Still looks fucking visually appealing. Looks amazing. But at no point, that's kind of a spoiler. I don't want to go into that. But they was talking about Tenacious D in the chat.
That was
That's a
hilarious.
spoiler, but you don't get no Jack Black doing the heavy metal as fucking Bowser, building the morale of his troops up.
Just look at this, bro. Look at this. This is gonna get a part 2. Okay, everything you want is gonna be in your little part 2. Okay, good luck, good lord. Okay, it was boring to you, but everyone else apparently liked it. Everyone didn't see your player hater award acceptance. They're gonna go see it. Okay, you're gonna get you're
If
gonna
you
get
talking
what
about
you asked
hyping
for in
up a
part
2,
2.
look, kind of spoiler, kind of not. But I said and again, my expectations, how I would want things. That is what I was looking at this Mario to be. So I understand, y'all. I am judging it based off of what I wanted it to be. But I think what you could have made it was an actual Mario movie with good writing that could stand the test of time, as opposed to this where people are like, I liked it. And how many people will actually revisit this? That's what I'm saying. Like the Bowser thing.
Wait, what? Rewatch the movie?
Yes.
Bro, I might rewatch it today. Like it has a high rewatch factor.
Okay, I want to watch it with you. I want to.
This is the kind of movie that you would actually play for your kids that are bothering you to watch the movie, and you're actually going to sit down and watch it with them.
Said it again. I was reading Mike.
No, sorry, Mike. No. We encourage this. It's okay. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. I would say this. I encourage people to watch the movie. Definitely go look for yourself. I'm giving my opinion, but I'm telling y'all where I'm coming from. It was entertaining, but when you look at it from a writing perspective, a lot of this shit don't make sense. We haven't even gotten to the Kongs yet. We haven't even got to Mario going to the Mushroom Kingdom yet. Nope. So these are the issues that I'm finding with the story that is taking me out of it. Me and my wife was fucking bored, and we was like, something's gonna happen. This movie has to be cool. Again, visually, the shit was beautiful. The things that you see in the trailer, they're fucking beautiful on the big screen. Kids will enjoy it. But again, my thing is, will they revisit this? Will this be something that people talk about? Damn, this movie did this. Damn, this movie did this, was able to accomplish this in this time. I don't think so. And I think it's because people are looking at it like, it's just Mario.
Yeah, I was like, but even then, within that though, it's like, hey, look, there's so many things you could have gotten wrong in this, and for us to be like, okay, what's the story gonna be like? It's okay, story makes sense. How the character's gonna be? You know what? You gave me all the reasons for their motivations. But what's the graphics gonna be like? Oh, you actually did a really good job adapting it. Are you gonna kind of like take it into the real world? Oh no, most of this movie's in Mushroom Kingdom. Okay, well, on all the things that we thought you would mess up, you didn't really mess those up. I will say this. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Look, Mr. Tickletron, if you're a hardcore Mario fan, you'll watch it again because everything in the movie was adapted perfectly.
For me, it was.
I give them that. Everything in this movie was cool, but it could have been okay. And I don't want to go into spoiling this, but the cat suit. Okay. My issue with that was this is a newer power up, which is this is the modernization aspect of this movie. Okay. The cat suit. Right. But we didn't see any love for like the older powers to show a development of character, a development of story, a development of time. I'm not. That's not my point. The fact is, DK laughed at him for getting this cat suit. But Mario, a person that don't know shit about this world, was able to get this suit and.
No, he didn't get the suit. No, he didn't get the suit.
That's exactly what happened.
That's not what happened. That's not.
So
what
again,
happened. No.
It doesn't make sense.
It was
things
a desperation.
Just happen.
It was a desperation attempt. It was a desperation attempt because you know what happened. For him to get it, don't do that. Don't do that. It was out of desperation. Don't.
Oh, cool shit just happened.
No, don't do that. No, not around here. No. No, because
They laughed at me. He got the cat suit.
desperation.
What Mario know nothing ass do with that cat suit? So you telling me any random ass person that can pop up in here can just get this fucking power up and just be the shit? So why the fuck was
what
BK
happened? It was a
dismissing?
desperation attempt. It was like, and the thing is, they showed him just react. He's like, "Oh shit." Okay, no, don't even. Okay, now you know you got beat because you're out here doing the
No, I'm laughing
Tyrone
because I
Bigsby
beat you.
shakes.
It makes no sense.
It makes everything.
Whereas, check this out. They had mentioned the mushroom, right? But even explain the mushroom power to me. I'm Luigi.
He really
Let it go.
all day. No, it's like I'm saying that. I mean, I'm trying to figure out, like, you want a reason for everything, but then you don't like the reasoning they give. You wanted more
because the
classic
reason is
power-ups,
bullshit.
but
Think
the
about
power-ups
this.
they gave you didn't like. I'm trying.
I didn't
to
say I
figure
wanted
out,
more power-ups. I never said that. The power-ups were
sir.
fine. I like the way.
Give
I
me-
love the way the power-ups were handled. I love the way the power-ups were handled.
Sir, what power-up are you missing then? Give me a power-up that didn't have in the movie that you said you didn't see.
Well, we had a reference to the fucking Tanuki tail with the not the cape in the commercial. Why the fuck ain't we seeing Mario? Like we see the Tanuki with the little tail
That's
spinning.
it. You didn't see that? It's in. Oh my god, this guy wasn't paying attention. You were so bored you missed that. It's in the
When did
movie.
Mario have
the tail?
the cape? I just said we got that. But why are we seeing that when you're showing a reference to the cape in the commercial when we could have just seen Mario riding with a fucking cape? Like, why is the closet furry saying there's too much furriness in this goddamn movie?
Let that go. I think you saw yourself in yourself and didn't like it. Okay, held the mirror up to you and you was like, I don't like this. No, you immediately came out of your little wolf suit and said, I just want to be Abomination AJ.
Why the fuck is this man not flying through the?
That's in part 2. That's all I'm saying. It's part 2. Good Lord.
Y'all.
Exactly. I can see him falling on the ground and wah, I want sippy cup. Wah. This guy.
I'm just saying, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Like I said with the cat suit, somebody fight me on that. How the fuck does that make sense? Or how am I supposed to take?
They tell you it's a desperate attempt, and that's
that
all
was not a desperate attempt.
That was.
The appeal of Mario was he get his ass whooped but gets back up. Why is that becoming the fucking superpower of male characters now? And I'm not even a person that was whining woke. I'm saying within this movie, they tried to balance it or counteract the dumb shit happening to Mario by giving him a bullshit pick-me-up. And Peach was just bullshit pick-me-up strong woman the entire time.
The whole arc of Captain America was the fact that he was like, I could do this all day. And so now when I'm imbued with a power that actually helps me do
Mario ain't kicking ass all day. Mario getting his ass whooped all day. He got the fat eyeball on the cartoon like all you got? Like that's Mario.
Plus he's Italian, sir. So Rocky is there. Come on, man. Know your history. Know your Italian history, sir.
Don't inject me. I'm speaking facts.
Please do.
Hot tea. I want my Mario.
I can. Exactly. He is. I just don't know what he wanted this movie. He thought
I accepted Luigi being away for most of the goddamn movie. Okay, Luigi's the damsel in distress. I'm pissed, but at the same time, fuck it. I said Luigi could be fucking shit up from the inside of the castle. Did that happen? And I said mistakenly. He could be to trip over some shit. You fuck up something. He's in there pushing buttons. I don't know what to do, guys. Like we could have seen an adventure from him and the Penguins, like busting out of there on the inside, attacking Bowser from, like I said, 2 fronts. What was the big battle?
That's a lot. That's a lot.
End.
That was a lot going on, and they gave Luigi a very strong
robot formula. Heroes beat up everybody at the end of the movie because it's their
Rick
name.
James, you're really bothering right now. Okay?
We held him down, and we just wailed on his legs.
You darkness, you black midnight evil mother.
And we held.
Okay, I'm gonna need Johnny Douglas to come with me so we can wear out Abomination AJ's legs so he can stop talking all this shit right now. Okay.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying, man. Shit just don't make sense, bro. All right, come on. Let's talk about the actual movie. Now me continuously bitching about
Okay.
That fucking moment. When he got there. So my issue again, I'm trying not to spoil it, y'all. It's the Super Mario Bros. Movie, okay?
Mm-hmm.
They win. You know what's gonna fucking happen. It's a kids movie. But when Mario got there, like that whole interaction that threw me off because Toad was
Which
like
interaction? Toad and
with him and Toad,
Mario. Okay.
because he was like, what makes this loyal servant of the princess take this random guy to her, even jumping ass so to
They
bypass their own security?
they tell you that we're
What did
too
they tell you?
adorable to fight and we're too cute to die. So we take everyone at their word and we're very trusting, which is technically how
That don't say naive. That means
it is
we
naive.
can't fucking handle ourselves in battle, in combat. That's what that says.
It's like, hey, you look like a nice enough guy. Come on.
I would rather have had a Waluigi costume, side facts, but I didn't want anybody to think that they was fucking teased or something. But I wanted.
That's true.
That's
Yeah.
why I
Next
said we
time.
want to.
Yeah.
But that's
Definitely.
what I mean. Like at the end for an end credit scene, I would have wanted to see that. I would have, instead of the shit that they gave us, that dumbass shit, I would have rather seen Bowser simply lose, and he's like, okay, maybe I need to get some help, and then you see him like employ or call upon Wario and Waluigi. So then they rub their mustaches, laughing
Who
at
says
the
that
end.
Who says that Waluigi and Wario don't get them out? That they're gonna say they're gonna release Bowser.
No, you hype that shit up. You don't end the way that you did with my fucking character.
He is like, it's like an avant-garde. It is right now. It's like it really is. Yeah, it really is. I
I
feel like
just
I'm
want
at
great
time special right now.
storytelling, man.
That
And
was good
I
storytelling.
don't
Sorry.
think it's so hard. That was a great display of a Jackson Pollock. Since we talking about fucking art and art movements and shit. That was a bunch of just cool ass shit just thrown at the screen.
That
You
was
like this, don't you?
No, that was
You like this?
That was a Renoir. That was a Manet or a Monet. That was post-impressionist with vibrant colors and life happening around. Okay, if we're gonna say it was a painting, that's exactly what the fuck it was. Okay,
on the screen. Okay, going back to, so that was my issue. He was just like taking the peach. Like I said, bypassing or jeopardizing security of his own people and his princess to bring this rando in. And you said this before we even like saw the movie. She's the leader, so it doesn't make sense that she's necessarily on this journey, especially seeing what their journey was too. Do we want to say that? Is that a spoiler?
no, I mean they could go across different landscapes to get to Bowser's Kingdom. It's just it
They went
didn't
across
make
different
sense.
landscapes and you
Yeah.
saw them. There was no actual adventuring in the movie. It was just beautiful Mario Land, cool. Beautiful Mario Land, cool. Beautiful Mario Land. Things just happening that look good, but again, it don't make sense.
I'll give you that. The showing us the whereas they were going and showing different landscapes, like I guess. I mean, they could have shown us on the map where they were going and kind of shown us like, hey, they're here, they're here, they're here. But
That
they
would have
just
been
showed
cool.
that would have been
If
cool. I'll give them that. They showed us where the kingdoms where they were going.
like even
But
Scott Pilgrim did that, showing you like little video game little elements of it, but then taking you out real quick, but then bringing you
yeah,
back to
bring
the
you back in.
the
I can see
world.
that. I mean, but
So if
that's
you
like go ahead.
that was some cool shit. You just thinking of that. I didn't even think of it. But if it points in a movie where you've seen the characters and they go to the next land, and then bam,
Yeah.
we here now.
It could have been, but then again, like you kind of lose focus and it winds up becoming like a homeward bound type of deal where you're focusing more on the trials and pitfalls of getting to the destination before you get to the destination.
That's what
And the
Mario
goal
was
is to
about,
get
though.
to
That's what y'all keep saying.
the
Instead of training
but
montage, instead of just giving me a visual and based off of that, make that same element throughout the movie.
then it turns into
that
like an
same trope
80s
or
action
whatever.
film.
So
I don't know.
this is
what
an
you
80s
want,
movie.
sir. I don't know. You would be the hardest and you'd be the most hard-headed and pickiest eater. I swear to God. Hey, what you want? French fries. All right, cool. We're gonna go to but not McDonald's. Okay, well we got Wendy's. No, the fries ain't real cut. What kind of fries you want from Burger King? Okay, I want a frosty too.
I led us
Wendy's.
into a direction.
No, you would bother the hell out of me going to get breakfast.
Bro, I'm giving you I'm giving you exactly what I was expecting or wanted. It's not even that shit wasn't what I expected. I didn't expect to see Bowser do some fucking heavy metal, boost the morale of his troops up. But it's like it would have been cool. It would have been better than beaches, beaches. Would you marry me, Peach?
I don't know, sir.
Like,
We
nigga,
definitely
what?
had. Did not we have a considerable war over Helen of Troy? Because some guy was like, Helen. We really went. There really was a war.
What was he doing?
Based over,
they was out there kicking ass though and taking names over that broad.
But
this
no,
man
it was like, yo, you stole my girl. I'm about to go kick your ass. Give me my arm.
Not even you stole my girl. I'm at your door. It was does she like little plumber men? Does she think he's attractive? Should I be afraid? Is he competition?
Sir.
What? Naughty man. What?
That's just like, well, I mean, he's like, well, I would like to present you with a gift. I don't want to force you to marry me, but you go marry me whether you like it or not. I prefer that you liked it. But
I thought it was King
it's like,
Koopa
it's
we
like
was
Javar.
looking at,
it's
not
like
this
Javar. It's like
slimy ass lizard.
It's like Javar, bro. It's just like Javar. I want to get up in them princess guts. I would like to do that respectfully. You know, I like to show my worth. You know, I'm the vizier. Like, I'm second to your dad, kind of. You know, I'm out in the community. I help Saudi Arabia. You know, West Side. Like,
Side facts. I didn't ask for a Giga Bowser. I asked for Bowser to be a real fucking villain, a menace, and it wasn't that, man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I thought, what did I say? I thought
I just don't know what else you want, sir.
I thought they was gonna be big battle, big war, and Bowser was gonna be like, "Why are we losing?" And then he sees Peach. Peach is commanding troops. Okay, I need to grab that broad, snatch her up. He take her to the castle. And then Mario and Luigi, they, you know what I'm saying, beating up everybody down here. I would have accepted Luigi holding it down. You go, Mario. Go get your girl, Mario.
That's kind of a better. That's a better Luigi there, sir. Let's get Luigi. Good Luigi.
And then Mario running up in that thing, boom, bust through the door. Because callback to when he was doing the training montage, and he could have punched the fucking Bowser in that thing. Then we see that.
But he did do recall the training montage towards the end, sir. It was a complete callback. Its circle was completed. All right.
So y'all talking about this in this sequel? He gonna capture her in the sequel. Don't nobody want to see that shit the next time because I'm not gonna fucking believe it. How the fuck did he capture her? He didn't capture her the first damn time.
Wario and Waluigi this time, sir. Come on. And now he has to use Yoshi to actually help save her. What more do you want, sir?
You tease that shit, son. You don't. I shouldn't have to do the work of hoping that you put these elements in the second movie that you didn't introduce in the first one.
You don't have any faith in the fact that they were faithful enough to the fans that they couldn't put this in the second one. They could like, hey, you know what? I have enough faith in you guys because you did a really good job of giving us fan service the first time. You can only do better the second time.
Okay, you say that. In this established world, my issue with the Kongs, karting is their thing. So when they met the first Kong, he escorts them to Cranky, right? On a fucking cart. Everything in Konga's world was a racetrack. That makes no fucking sense because the game is Mario Kart. This is something that's been established in the Mushroom Kingdom. And then we see other people adopting it in a way as more characters come and are more familiar to the sport of kart racing. But in this world, you're telling me that this is the Kong's technology and introduce it to everybody else.
Abomination AJ wants Mario to be Idris Elba of the Mario.
Are you listening? Are you listening to what I'm saying? In the world,
because
it's the Kong's thing. So let's go off of the species. It doesn't make sense that Kongs, apes, who have developed to use their arms to move around as a form of locomotion, as a form of movement, traversal, why are they in carts? It makes no sense that they would even figure out this technology or be the ones leading it. There were trees every fucking where. So that doesn't make sense because of that. But the scene with the Mario Kart was cool when everybody was like picking their carts and the colors. That shit was dope, but it shouldn't have been right there. And the reasoning for them being on the carts didn't make sense when you definitely could have just put them on some, let's say, some Yoshis, because we saw a fucking herd of Yoshis being established. So why the fuck do we not have maybe a Toad that has a Yoshi stable somewhere? Like the world, the Mushroom Kingdom heard little Peach Castle and the little area around. It was cool, but all we saw was like platform and shit and people moving around, like maybe shops and doing stuff. But we never really got to spend time either in any of these worlds. It's not real enough. That's the thing about it. If you could take enough real elements, it makes you believe it more because it's been thought about. If there are no rules to the world, then how can I become invested in it? How can I
All
believe
I'm
it's
saying is,
real?
you want Mario to be proficient in parkour, a
No, they
professional.
showed me
No, no,
that.
no, no,
No,
no,
they
no.
showed me that.
A mechanic, a professional
A
Yoshi
plumber,
rider.
a plumber. No, he can
You,
learn. That was his special Yoshi. Okay, this Yoshi is, I don't know, which apparently that was after credit scene, him getting the Yoshi.
you know
Why
what?
the
Let's
fuck
go ahead.
you?
Let's go
You
talk to
gave me
Idris
a
Elba
whole.
after this is over. We're gonna talk to Idris Elba, see if he can be Mario. Okay, that way he can
You
be
just gave
everything
me
that
a
you need
herd
him
of
to be.
Yoshis. Ain't nobody thought to put a goddamn harness on one of them or a leash. There's no Yoshi Rancher. It could be. It could
That
be.
would even be
That's all I'm
accurate, sir.
saying. If we're finding random ass Yoshis out in the world in a box that hops out of an egg, then why can't you give me Yoshi Rancher and fucking Mushroom Kingdom? It makes me believe the world. Again, I said with Zootopia, world building, you have all of these things, these street names and these stores based off of different environments in the natural world. Yoshi Ranch. Do they have a milk substance in the Mushroom Kingdom? I'm like,
This is getting really in depth right now.
you making me go in on this Yoshi stuff. That's all I'm saying.
No,
I said there's a way of traversal. And then meeting the Kongs. So she goes on this journey to go to the Kongs, knowing, I know it's a kid's movie, but knowing that them Kongs could pick her tiny ass up and whoop her ass and whoop it. She going, but instead of like just sending somebody. So I just think that could have been handled differently as well. Them going on their journey and they stumble maybe into Kong territory, and like let's say they didn't know about the Kongs. So then they have to fight. I was saying it would have been dope if DK instead of Cranky Kong being there, if it was DK and he was on like some King Boomy shit from Avatar. And I'm getting my point out. I'm venting right now. I'm gonna see what the chat's saying. But if DK would have gave Mario like some trials or something, and then he came out,
facing
okay, your
his son
last
was the
trial is
trial,
fighting me.
sir.
Face my son because he's a piece of shit. So I got to give him a win in life. He wasn't even that old and cranky. That was me just now. That the person who did that was pretty lame. All right, I'm sorry. All right, go.
All I'm saying is, if we're going about the Kong Kingdom, it made sense.
And I'm not even the biggest Mario fan, bro. So this is crazy.
Yeah, you criticize anyone that plays Nintendo, says they're not real gamers. This guy. All I'm saying is, you know what? Yeah, let him tell it. He's gonna have to tell it because he can tell it better than anyone else. We don't know what it's like being the complex mind of Abomination AG when he sees something he does not like.
I still want the poster. I keep telling my wife. I keep saying, baby, there's a superior, like perfect version of the Super Mario Bros. Movie somewhere, even if it's only in my mind. It's out there somewhere.
That's exactly where it is. That's exactly where it is right now. Okay, I mean, good Lord. All I'm saying is they gave a reasoning for everyone. I will say this, guys, without really technically spoiling the character for you.
Yoshis have their own island. Guys, snatch a damn Yoshi up. Yoshi is our Yoshi is sick.
Gonna take them from their home and bring them to the Mushroom Kingdom, to serve their masters.
It would make sense in the world, right? It would make sense in the world.
If they would have did it,
people would have been like, "Ooh, that's cool."
Wow.
Ooh, what color Yoshi are we gonna get? What color Yoshi is? Of course, Mario gonna get a green one.
Click on that. I'm not sure what that's.
What color Yoshi is Luigi gonna get? What color Yoshi? I think Peach gonna get a pink one. What color Yoshi is DK gonna get? Toad. That's what it would have been. It can happen, people. It can happen.
Yeah, just like your deuce. It took a while for us to come out. And
you should have been listening while you was dropping the deuce, bro. What do you? Exactly. Chocobos over Yoshi. I definitely feel you on that 100%.
All I'm saying is that Seth Rogen was the only question mark that I had. And Seth Rogen, as a person, that the person we think he is a loser who probably didn't get a lot of attention from his parents, that shows off and is a slacker. And they said, if you play Donkey Kong, who is he? A kid that doesn't probably get a lot of love from his parents, who is a show off and a slacker. That's why they said don't change your voice, because like, hey, look, be you, because it's kind of what we already think you are anyway. So just start talking. It's you.
I'm spitting hot fire right here, hell. What do you mean?
Okay, Dylon. Okay, Dylon. All right.
I spit hot fire.
We know who can write better than AJ, an abomination. Because I spit hot fire.
I spit hot fire.
This guy.
Spit hot fire. Luigi time. All right, man. That's all I'm saying, bro. They do the Mario Kart thing, and what they say, this is a secret passage that DK won't find us. We can sneak to his castle. And what happens next scene later? A fucking Wayne Cooper shows up. They're on a secret passage with the carts. DK says, "Oh, they thought I wouldn't see them." And that's why you got the Koopas popping out. What the fuck? What the fuck?
I mean, if you basically went all around the kingdom, is like snatching them up, you would know the secret passageways too. So why not,
Bro?
What? I'm just trying to figure out what else you could want, man. What else could you want?
I wanted Cardin to not be a part of the fucking story, unless, like I said, this was some type of trial that they had to go through. Otherwise,
the whole movie is a trial.
Otherwise, you're adding too much shit to this movie. And I said it. I said we got Smash Bros in here, we got the Mario main game, and we got Mario Kart. That's too much for one movie, story-wise.
So
how the fuck are you going to fit all of this?
Simplify it,
or don't do it, or don't do it. It's okay to not do some things. It's okay.
No, but then you'd be like, it wasn't enough. Because I know you. You could.
That's not.
I would have wanted to see more.
That's not.
Nah.
That's not necessarily what would have happened. I'm just saying, man. The more.
Go ahead.
All right. Something else. What else about the movie? What else did you like? So I can shit on that.
I mean, I actually like the brotherhood of Mario and Luigi. Hey, bro, I'm always gonna look out for you. You may be timid, but you have reasons to. Like, when you try to show your creativity, someone tries to dash on it, and you need to protect her. Like, I understand that. So, hey, we're stronger when we're together. So I can't do this without you. Like, that's a theme throughout the whole movie. It's actually the characterization of Mario. It's like, hey, look, I'm a show off, but I am, because it's like, if I don't show off, people are going to wind up paying attention to Luigi, and Luigi's not that confident to actually be out there because he doesn't take criticism well, and he's a little bit afraid. So I have to kind of overcompensate for the both of us.
Like, I like the brother relationship. And that's why I said I think we should have focused more so on that than all of these other family members. Because then it makes the decision that they made at the end of the movie kind of weird that they would choose to do that. I won't necessarily call, it's not exactly bullshit. The moment when it was the old boss dude, because Luigi actually showed some balls. He actually did stand up like for his brother's dream when that dude was like shitting on them. So I was like, okay, this Luigi is not complete. He's not afraid of confrontation. He's afraid of shit that's actually scary, you should be afraid of, like fucking little turtle men chasing you. Like I'm like, okay, I definitely love this Luigi. Yeah, I like that. But that's why I said, man, they should have been like brothers in a fucking studio apartment or some shit, like
it's like again, if you're bringing in the familiar aspect, which they did, it gives more reasoning to why they have to do what they do. Now, you could just said, oh, they're just plumbers, and this is how they live life. But sometimes you actually have the influence of like, yeah, what would your parents think about that? Like, yo, that's not a good idea. Why are you doing that? And I was like, we've talked about this, things that we've done that our folks don't necessarily approve of, and it adds a wrinkle into why you're doing what you're doing and why you go so hard about doing it.
Ego. That's why I go back to the storytelling though, because they've added family, but they're not making me necessarily care about the family. And if I'm supposed to believe,
that's not the point. The point.
If I'm supposed to believe that this family cares about each other, Mario and Luigi cares about them, and they care about them, they reciprocate that. then again, it makes the decision at the end of the movie kind of selfish on Mario and Luigi's part. Now, if you would have said that their family are from Italy and they moved over here to the States to start their own plumbing company, that would have made more sense as to why they are in financially unstable. They're in shambles, and they decide to spend a lot of time over there in the Mushroom Kingdom because we're not even around our family anyway. So
Bro, they tell. And without getting spoilers, there's a way that they can go back and forth. That's number one. Number two, showing the family isn't about highlighting the family.
but you don't see that they go back and.
Sir, the one that they found that gets them to the Mushroom Kingdom was easy to find, and because they knew where they fell, it's easy to go back there.
Okay.
You let Sonic go with throwing a ring in the air and then jumping through it.
I didn't. I hated that shit. I thought it was weird.
Okay.
You never heard me praise those movies besides the actual 3D little figures of them characters being like themselves and visually appealing.
All I will say is they made it so that
I am not Black Lofty. I am not Lofty's final form. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all.
No, all I'm saying is they made it. Showing the family was supposed to show why is Mario so adamant about being a plumber. Like, what's driving him to do this? And basically, because we technically don't know how old they are, the parents' age and family that they showed them in makes sense. So it's like, well, hey, it's giving a reason why Mario is so dead set on being a plumber.
That doesn't make sense. He had a well-paying job that his parents give him shit for, that he left in order to be an actual plumber. Yes, they said that. The family said that. So I think the father even said like that was an idiot move, or no, you don't leave a stable job. Yes, we've heard that, Ego. I can relate to that.
Okay.
But it doesn't make sense within the context necessarily of the story, because you're talking about the age of Mario. Even though they didn't specify, Mario looks like a grown-ass man. So to see him with all of that shit and then to go upstairs and play his video game makes me feel like Mario.
They just told you.
They're telling me. It doesn't make sense.
We just started this business.
It would make more sense. It would make more sense if his family was Italy and they're that first generation like immigrant. I'm not saying we go so deep into that, but it explains why it's harder for him. He moved away to start his own company.
It's way more relatable for someone. It's way more relatable for someone saying, "I'm going from having a boss to being my own boss." And in between that time, the revenue is not going to be there to actually be able to pay for what I have. Therefore, move back to their parents.
He was making some Italian food back in Italy. And he said, I don't want this.
No.
I don't want to be this. I don't want to be another cannoli maker.
Shout out to Cannoli
I want to move here to Brooklyn and be a plumber. When I see leaky faucets, I just got to fix them, bro.
No. And now right there, I would get straight. You know that's bullshit, and you saying it because you can't get it out without laughing.
No, I'm saying because it's funny in the way I'm saying it, but I truly believe that that's a better story or will make sense of why we're focusing on these two dudes.
The market right now is telling you that would not be a good story. It'd be two-way damn convoluted. No, absolutely not.
I didn't say you have to stay there. We don't have to see all of that. You can simply see Mario in his room saying, or touching a picture of his family or some shit, saying, I got to do it. I got to prove it to you guys. You're going to start believing in me now or something. So now we see, oh shit, he's not with his family. And then you see like a postcard or something. You can drop hints like that to show this life that the person had and why they are here, because the family is not the main point of the goddamn movie. So we don't have to look at them.
Nope. Because a 6-year-old be like, what is going on here? Daddy, what is that? Daddy,
kids are smarter than you people think, bro.
However, it's like, you know what? Oh, I feel bad for Mario. Oh,
but look,
bringing him something to eat.
But even though you're talking about the 6-year-old, again, this is for people of all ages, for multiple generations. What about the adults watching this shit? No, I'm not. He should have been making pasta in Italy. That's what I'm saying. And he left that shit. I'm tired of that shit. If I see a goddamn another spaghetti noodle.
No, sir. That would be too... Wow, so the Italians got to make spaghetti and shit, huh? Wow.
Bro,
even though the diet is actually Mediterranean. You are terrible right now. Take off that clan hat and then white gloves. Okay.
Bro,
do not put a burning mushroom in front of Mario's yard, sir.
Oh damn, Mr. Took Control. It's not autism. It's not autism.
You were
Why
shaking
you
at one
leaving,
point,
man?
so I
Why
would
you
say,
leaving,
yeah.
bro? Come back. I like Mr. Took Control. Give me pushback. All right, y'all. Yeah, absent
I mean,
absent father, unacceptable. So we're gonna accept this. Nah, the father was there. But in my
Dad was
story,
there.
no, the father was there too. His son just said, "Hey, I'm a man now. Me and my little brother, we about to go do this thing."
I'm not gonna lie. I only saw the first episode of Sopranos. I couldn't really do it. I, s- I heard people say it was great. It's just for me, I'm like, I guess if you like it, I guess. I couldn't really do it. It's like, it looked boring to me. I missed out. I probably missed out on when it was the hot, when it was the hotness. So,
Bro, I didn't even.
Yeah, they will comfort them exactly. Yeah. Yep. I'm with that.
I don't really get what's being said.
I got you, sir. I got it. All right. Mario wakes up to find a Yoshi head in his bed. Ah, well done. Well done. All right. But yeah, I didn't have the varsity athlete either, not gonna lie. We were not built for that life where we were from. But yeah, man, that's kind of where I was on that,
I didn't see this end credit scene, but apparently that's what's happened. And yeah, that's what I mean. Just some cool shit just happening. Don't make no fucking sense. But people talking
That's
about Yoshi's
from the
Yoshi's
Godfather.
got their own island. Oh, well, Yoshi, this is what happened in the end credit scene. He gets a fucking the egg and it says Yoshi. So
Hey, sir. I mean, that's kind of where I leave it. How you feeling about it? How you feeling, sir?
about the movie?
Yeah, I mean, just in general, I'm good. I've said my piece on Mario. Y'all should, regardless of what we think about it, you should see it, have your own opinions, and
Go watch it,
message us and
man.
let us know.
The kids will love it. The kids will love it. I don't tell people pay for shit, so I'm not necessarily telling you to financial, to pay for it. But if you don't
Y'all
mind,
pay for it if you can, guys. It's at 368. Let's have it beat Frozen, okay? Anything so I don't hear that fucking song "Let It Go" again.
shit, Peach was damn near there with that ice power she pulled out.
Let
That
that
was she
one
should
go.
have.
I'm
That was she
gonna
should have
let you
told
go.
Bowser to that wedding proposal, thinking she gonna give him some play. Let it go, and then she just freezing his ass, and she singing out of it like,
Sir,
okay,
okay.
this is weird.
With that, guys, thank you for tolerating our tardation today.
Me bitching
Okay,
about a Mario movie.
yeah, especially with him bitching about a
People,
Mario movie.
people,
Go.
ego trying to leave y'all. Ego trying to leave. I still got more bitching to do. Why he trying to leave? He don't love
Because
y'all
your
like
bitch
I
is gonna
do.
go all day, and I have too many clips for you right now for you to be
I
bitching.
said,
Okay,
what did you like about the movie? What's something else? Give the people
I did.
balance here.
I did.
Give
I
the
told him
people
I was
something to
like
look forward
the
to.
brotherly love aspect. They actually made Donkey Kong
That was
made
cool.
sense. Toad was awesome.
He
The
was all right. He
little
was
blue
all right.
flame of despair was hilarious as shit.
A little bit.
Hope
That's all
like
you saw
time
from
is
him.
an illusion. That shit was hilarious.
That's all you
The
saw
sweet
from him.
smell of death. That was awesome. Okay, that was funny.
You know
You need to
something
let
that
that go. What?
something that would have been cool. You remember how
What?
DK saved those certain people? If you would have saw him like actually swinging from the different like cells, and
Like a
then
monkey? Okay, so no.
and then he and then he like collecting all of them, but
So I'm
that
just
would have been
trying to.
cool. I'm just saying, bro. Just again, this shit could have been a whole lot better, bro, than what they gave.
Just
Wow, that's the first lottery a black person's won in a long time, Billy.
Yes, and I'll probably still complain.
Man, fuck you.
that's you in the hands of a perfect Mario movie right there. Still complaining, okay? Still complaining.
Don't forget Miyamoto worked on this film, the creator of this world. All right. And don't forget that manga has titles that are very fucking specific to what's happening. So there you go. Super Mario Bros. Again, we just gonna have level to level. Just shit happening. Some bricks broken. Some power ups. I'll say this.
Go on.
When they were platforming and when there was a lot of action, bro, like when DK and fucking Mario was in the water, that scene just had no fucking point. And how they got back, just no fucking point. Just dumb shit to be happening, bro.
So the plot can happen. I get it. That's fine. Fine. So the plot can happen. We get
As
it.
far as when they was doing like the 2D stuff where they was platforming and it was very reminiscent of the games, that shit was beautiful. And I would like when I say like this is a true modernization of the Mario story, although it's not a good story, it's established all of these power-ups. Like I said, they showed a lot of love to the newer power-ups as opposed to the older ones. Besides the mushroom, which I asked you, and you still ain't answer me, but I'm like,
What about it?
what was the fucking mushroom power up? How was that shit explained?
He got bigger.
He got slightly bigger.
Yeah, he was actually normal size, but I mean, it increased his strength and his agility too. So
He was normal size and increased his height to where he still looked like he could be normal size in reference to
right,
Peach within the
but
game.
but
So that shit
yeah.
was weird. But then the fact that he actually had to physically eat the mushroom made no sense when all you had to do was touch the other shit. Like he didn't have to put on the cat suit and be like, I'm ready. He had to fucking engulf a mushroom for the fucking joke of I don't like mushrooms. So just dumb shit. But I'm saying the power-ups, a lot of them were handled well. But as far as if this was to spawn a mainline Mario game where it's a platformer, but I'm able to play with Mario, Peach, DK, Toad, Luigi, that'll be cool. And then like maybe unlock other like DLC characters like Scott Pilgrim, where they give you like the 4 and then you had like 3 other DLC characters to choose from.
You
If they
just
came out with a Mario,
you really like enjoy you some Scott Pilgrim, huh?
I,
My baby
what,
love him some Scott Pilgrim.
that was a
Okay,
cool ass manga comic book movie slash video game movie adaptation. And I like Michael Cera as well. All of that was cool. All of that was cool. What up, IJP? Was there a leaf that turned him into Super Mario 3D World? Yeah, but Super Mario Bros 3D
right.
World, some shit like that, man. Some a little bit more, but if it was to, I would appreciate that. And like when Max was on and we was talking about with like the hijacking the carts and like what this could mean for a new Mario Kart movie. This shit could be pretty cool in the games that this movie could create. All right, bro. Y'all, the name is Abomination for multiple reasons. But one of them is I do love to hate. Okay.
He does.
When some shit deserves it, I shit on it. In this movie, it deserves a lot of criticism. I'll say that.
That's all I say. All right, this man giving out hella criticisms from a decent movie. Okay, all right, go out and enjoy that movie. Don't do that. Don't.
Yeah, I know I love the Lion King,
there.
and I try not to compare everything to it, but like I said, man, that the Bowser thing, when you see Scar and all the smoke and all the fire and all that, like the groundwork has been established. And he's singing the song, and you know, you could really see Bowser as a leader, as leading troops, but like disrespecting them in the same in the process, like during the song, like he's
That'd have been cool. Okay.
smashed it, like doing some shit like that, as opposed to the couple of moments where you see him do something like that to his troops. That would have been cool to see, and it would have asserted Bowser, would establish him as a badass. Jack Black could have actually used his heavy metal skills as opposed to just being a fucking fun freak and singing that damn Peach song, pining, swooning over her. Yeah, man, I disagree with the end. It was very action packed. It was action packed. Yeah, there's a lot of positives about the movie. There's a lot of positives. I just say it just wasn't no creative writing going on. To actually, what I mean is to actually create this established world that people want to see a Nintendo universe come from. The level of writing with this movie, you're not going to get that. And which is why I definitely say I don't want to see Star Fox being brought into this. As cool as fucking Star Fox is, I'm saying that this company, these people are not putting in the amount of writing or creativity that will be necessary.
I will say
to
I
make it
remain
all make sense.
hopeful. I remain hopeful until they do another one. 2 is going to let us know the real direction of it and whether or not they take what we have. This guy. That's pretty much all that I've got for y'all.
That's my end credit saying, y'all, I'm Waluigi. Yeah, Luigi my boy, but when they came out with a Waluigi, I said, oh, it gets even more nihilistic. I'm with it.
As soon as they announce him, we'll have to dress up as Wario and Waluigi. And how about that? How about that? You get to finally dress up as your character that loves to hate, Waluigi.
Yeah, let's make it happen. This was fun.
Yeah, I'm good.
My review coming out, but y'all know what to expect. Y'all, I give the movie props where props are due.
All right.
Shit was beautiful. I
Assuming
need a post.
It's like we got rap beef in the late 90s. I'm gonna make another video to go against his video. All right, we're gonna have beefing videos on our takes on Mario here. So I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm saying Team Mario, y'all. Team Mario.
Luigi.
All right. Anyway, go ahead, bro. That's all I got for today, man.
All right. No other Mario clip to play. To have fun with.
Nope. I had the one with you killing my dream with the turtle, and we did the Mario intro. That's pretty much all I got. So I'll get one for another time.
We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
All right, cut and print. Beautiful, guys. Dynamite.
Y'all niggas are gay.
John said play the video he shared.
What video did you share?
Find the video. John, do it again. Send it one more time.
And where'd you send it? I'm in the DM.
Mine killed the setup. I played the We're Brothers. We hugging on each other. And then Riley came with the y'all niggas are gay. We could have left.
He said he sent some. I got a video, but I don't have a video he's talking about here. I'm like,
oh shit. Send it, John. Send it. You ain't got to save that old lady. She can be a few minutes late getting her medicine.
Damn, sir.
Are we going to the Vegas meetup?
Might to send it later because I don't see it on here at all. No, the Vegas meetup. Nah, I ain't got no Vegas money. Believe me.
Yeah, man.
We're still working on getting a pull up established. For all of us that don't necessarily have the channels that are the size of D-Day Cobra and Young Ripper yet. So,
all right, let's play this. John, it better not be no dumb shit.
Where is it? You got it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I found it. This right, John?
What the fuck?
So Mario, how did you come back after defeating Dargon?
To answer that, we need to talk about parallel universes.
Mario, King Cooper has kidnapped the Peach and stole my eggs.
What?
What the fuck?
I would have loved to see some Cooperlings in there.
Oh my god.
We'll say that for 2 or 3.
Okay.
That'll be 3.
3 probably.
Wario and Waluigi for 2. The Cooperlings for 3.
Okay, I'm with it.
Goddamn bad batch.
Damn. What the fuck? Okay, that's basically? Go ahead.
This man making me think of more things. For all you people thinking, oh, Smash Bros. Nah, bro, there ain't no fucking Smash Bros in there.
Play us out, sir, because this gives you too many ideas for us to go on for other days.
All right, yeah, we gotta go, y'all.
Oh my goodness, thank you, John. That was actually pretty good, though. Thank you.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Say a Mario line.
It's a me, Mario.
That's the intro. You should have just said Wahoo.
Wahoo.
Let it go. We in there.
I'm gonna knock these stickers off.